The next to interpolate is Congresswoman Jinky Luistro.
Thank you,
You're
Mr. Chair.
recognized.
We were presented by the Matrix when we started the hearing on Pogo. And indeed, Mr. Chair, the number of corporations, including the incorporators, are really overwhelming. However, Mr. Chair, I wish to commend DSJJ Suarez and SDS Don Gonzales for painstakingly presenting how Michael Young and Alan Lim are connected to all of this. However, Mr. Chair, to give us a rundown on how this investigation is going in relation to the matrix that was presented earlier, I wish to summarize what we have gone through already by enumerating the 4 significant personalities along with the corresponding location and the companies involved. So far, Mr. Chair, we were able to unfold the personality of Mayor Alice Goo, whom we later on found out is a Chinese national by the person Go Waping. She is from Tarlac, where we found a compound we call Baofu, and where we see 2 corporations involved in Pogo, started with Hongsheng and later on converted to Yunzu An. The second personality, Mr. Chair, is Cassandra Lee Ong. She figured in Porac, Pampanga, where there is a location we call Whirlwind, catering to the Pogo operation of the company we call Lucky South. Tonight, Mr. Chair, we are all witnesses of the unfolding of another Chinese personality. This is in the person of Tony Yang, the elder brother of Michael Yang and Hong Jai Yang. This time, Mr. Chair, the location is Cagayan de Oro, where there is such a compound we call Alwana Compound, and allegedly there are 2 companies involved in Pogo operation. One is Oro One, and the other is Sanja Steel. Ultimately, Mr. Chair, what surprises us tonight is the seeming link of Miss Alice Goo, one of the Chinese Pogo operator, with a self-confessed Chinese spy by the name She Yang Zheng. Apparently, Mr. Chair, based on the documentary that was presented, he operated a Pogo corporation also. This one is in Myanmar, near the boundary of Thailand. And the name of the corporation is Yatai International Group, Mr. Chair. At this point, Mr. Chair, being the lead agency in this investigation, I wish to request the PAOK, from their perspective, how do we connect these 4 already significant Chinese personalities figuring in our Pogo investigation, Mr. Chair? May we request Director Casio.
Madam Chair, as previously explained in the different hearings, it's more of the financial transactions that basically exposed the intricate links of these 4 said individuals and the companies to which they are also associated. So, but then again, Madam Chair, this is still an ongoing investigation. So we may still be able to uncover as we proceed with the financial investigation, as we defer to the AMLC, Madam Chair.
May we know, Mr. Chair, if PAOK has come across already this Oro 1 and Zanja Steel with respect to the allegation concerning Pogo operation?
With regards to Oro 1, Madam Chair, we heard about it during the, because of a news report that was wherein a supposed inspection was conducted in the said location of Oro 1. And then when we heard of that particular inspection, ma'am, we dug into our files and were able to check that indeed Oro 1 was a customer service representative of Shonway Technology. By the way, Madam Chair, there are 8 others at one time that were CSR of Shonway Technology.
How about Sanjay Steel Corporation, Mr. Chair?
Madam Chair, with regards to Sanja, this is an ongoing investigation together with other law enforcement agencies and intelligence agencies, so to speak. We've seen the name of Philippine Sanja Steel in different alleged illegal transactions, not necessarily related to Pogo, Madam Chair.
But have we visited the location of this Sanja Steel? The facility?
As far as the commission is concerned, Madam Chair, no. When the Bureau of Immigration was able to apprehend Mr. Yang last week at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, we've received reports that a good number of vans left the compound early morning of the same day, the following day that he was apprehended, supposedly with the purpose of bringing out the foreign nationals in the area.
I understand that the only case that Tony Yang is facing right now is violation of immigration law. Is this correct?
That is affirmative, Madam Chair.
Do we have AMLA here? Mr. Chair, I wish to ask the AMLA if he's seeing any case which can possibly be filed against Tony Yang concerning his several corporations here in the Philippines, particularly with respect to violation of the AMLA.
Magandang hapon po, Madam Chair. Madam Chair,
May we request the resource speaker to please speak louder and maybe closer to the microphone?
magandang hapon po, Madam Chair. Money laundering is a derivative crime, meaning it has to proceed from an unlawful activity. As mentioned by Dr. Casio, what Mr. Yang is facing right now is violation of immigration law, which is not a predicate offense under the AMLA. But just the same, Your Honor, we are gathering all information, personalities that come up during investigation. We gather intelligence information and we investigate, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I wish to direct my question this time to Alice Goo. Mr. Chair, I wish to manifest likewise and direct this manifestation to AMLA, that I understand that there are cases already filed against the incorporators of Brick Hearts, which I understand is a subsidiary of Shonway. And Shonway being the company which is being served or serving Oro 1 and Sanja Steel. Considering the corporate relationship of Brick Hearts, Shonway, Oro 1, and Sanja Steel, are we not considering any possibility of violation of AMLA, having the cases filed already involving Brick Hearts as the predicate crime?
Your Honor, since the name of that corporation came up during the investigation of this committee, and in news accounts, Your Honor, we have started our investigation on Brick Hearts, Your Honor.
May we ask PAOK, considering the presentation of DS J.J. Suarez earlier, that there was a kidnapping discovered in Brick Hearts, meron po ba tayong naka-file na kaso against the incorporators of Brick Hearts?
None to our knowledge, Madam Chair. We've heard of the kidnapping in relation to Shuangma Technology and in relation to Brick Hearts. But then again, I would direct the said question to the Philippine National Police because the said reports were directed to them during that time of the investigation, Madam Chair, not to the Commission.
Mr. Chair, can we hear from the PNP? If we have the PNP here. There is a kidnapping incident in Brick Hearts. This one involves a Filipina. So may we know if a case was filed concerning this kidnapping incident? Mr. Chair, this is the corporation layering that we have been explaining since day one of our investigation. As a matter of fact, even prior to the creation of Quadcom, we have observed already the creation of so many corporations, however, with interlocking directors that adds to challenges on the part of the government, including the agencies, the PAOK, the PNP, and the AMLA, in identifying the Chinese personalities to be held responsible by the various illegal activities hiding under the guise of Pogo establishment or even a customer service provider. Do we have PNP here?
Yes, Madam Chair, from the IDM, Colonel Landicho, sir, ma'am.
Our
We
question to PNP is whether a case was filed concerning the kidnapping incident involving Brick Hearts.
We will check on that, ma'am.
I hope that the PAOK will be coordinating closely with AMLA and with the PNP because I understand that this is a very complex illegal activity involving so many companies, so many corporations, so many foreign nationals that gives challenges to us on identifying who is he and who needs to be charged in court.
Madam Chair, rest assured, I will bring this matter to our Undersecretary and to our Chairman, and we would do our best to coordinate with the said agencies in relation to Brick Hearts and Shuangma, because Brick Hearts has figured in so many Pogo investigations already, Madam Chair.
I lament, Mr. Chair, that while we have unfolded already the personality of Cassie Ong, of Alice Goo, of Tony Yang, and even She in the documentary, I understand that there are still several corporations hiding under the guise of being a Filipino corporation, also hiding under the guise of being a BPO or customer service provider. I hope we can look into all of this, especially those companies which were mentioned in the matrix at the early part of our hearing, Mr. Chair. And can we ask Alice Goo now? Meantime, Mr. Chair, I will be yielding to the other members of the committee while waiting for Alice Goo.
While waiting for Ms. Go Waping, we'll recognize first Congressman PM Vargas.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang tanong ko po ay para kay Mr. Tony Yang. Itatanong ko lang, matagal na kayo dito sa Pilipinas, 25 years na. Ano yung main source of income ninyo for 25 years na dito kayo nakatira?
OK， 你在菲律宾待了很久，已经有了25年。然后，请问你在菲律宾最大的收入是哪里来的？
我最大的收入就是就是从刚开始来，慢慢做生意，就是慢慢越做越大这样。就是渐做大了这样。
So my main source of income, it came from the time that I started here in the Philippines until it grew slowly.
Yes, what is the main source of income, Mr. Chair? Is it selling rice? Is it the steel? What product are you selling? And please speak loud in the microphone, Mr. Yang.
靠近一点。
好。
OK，所以最大的收入是哪里来的？比如说从你的大米呀，还是从钢铁呀？
我大米做比较久，大米啦，还有那个以前做那个皮蛙那个了，还有面粉厂啦，这些，就是这些，还有一些农产品哦，这些咯。
Okay, so the biggest source of income is the rice. It's still the rice, and I also have some wholesale of the products. I also have the rice mill and also some agricultural products.
Okay, thank you very much. What I'd like to ask is, kamusta naman yung kita? How are your earnings with your business? Would you say you did very well in the Philippines? Would you say you did good? Would you say you did bad in the Philippines while staying for 25 years here pagdating sa kinikita mo sa negosyo mo?
然后你认为呢？你在菲律宾赚的钱，这些收入，你如何能形容？你能说你赚的很多，还是你赚的刚刚好，还是你赚的不多？你如何要形容你的收入？
我在这边赚的，也就是一般啦，也算满意了。就是说，就是我这20几年的那个努力吧，也算自己也满意。
Okay, so I can say that my earnings are just right. I am satisfied with what I'm earning, especially from the fruits of my more than 10 years of labor and hard work.
Okay. And you lived for 25 years, you lived where?
在这个25年，你住在哪里？25年，你住在哪里？
这25年，我大部分时间都是在菲律宾卡加延 CDO。
Most of the time, I'm in Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines.
Okay, and Cagayan de Oro is a lovely place, di ba? Dahil doon kayo nakatira, at mukha naman sabi nyo, okay naman yung kinita ninyo. Marami bang pagkakataon na dahil okay naman yung kita ninyo, nag-give back o tumulong kayo sa sarili ninyong community kung saan kayo nakatira?
OK， 你说你在哥哥安住了很久，对吧？然后你也说你赚的不错，对吧？那请问你有没有做过一些回馈社会的一些活动呢？
有啊，我比如说那个。比如说卡加延有涨大水灾吧，还是有时候有那些火灾啦，还有时候，比如说有一些穷人的孩子要上学，我们都会。买一些书包啦，这些去捐他们，去给他像救灾这些啦， 我都经常在做。
Yes, that is right. So I have done some of those like charitable work also in the community. So this includes, for example, like the flood victims. There are also during in Cagayan where we had the flood, we also have for the fire victims. And sometimes I also support or donate like school bags to the students who are poor.
Okay, thank you for answering the question. What I'd like to ask after that is, how do you distribute or give your help or your charity to your community? Do you partner with the local government? Do you use a foundation? How do you do it? Do you just call the people and go there directly?
那请问您是如何做出这些回馈的一些活动啊？比如说，你有没有跟一些政府官员跟他们搭配呀、或者呢，你有跟一个基金会跟他们合作？
有就是正常如果期间，这些都是有跟这些政府的部门一起合作。 就是比如说，有时候这个地方淹大水啦，我们会去跟那个马兰街的，还是市政府咯，去跟他们沟通说，哦，他那边比如说有灾情啦，就买一些大米啦，还有一些，反正就是一些东西。 一起去救灾这样。
Okay. Yes, I have been partnering also with the government, with the different departments of the government. For example, there's a flood, so I also partner with them. I also work with the barangay and also the city hall or the city department. And also, because I have rice, so I also give away rice.
Okay, thank you. The reason why I'm asking is because for some random reason, I live in Quezon City, but I was tagged or I saw a post from Cagayan de Oro, and I'd like to ask you, because the post from a Facebook page called Bantay Nakaw says that there's a photo of you, the mayor, the city mayor of Cagayan de Oro, and the ABC president of Cagayan de Oro. The three of you are photoshopped into a Three Kings kind of picture, and it says that you are the Pogo Trio. Are you aware of this or no?
因为我们在脸书上有一些发帖，就是他们说，你在这个照片里面，你跟那个市长啊，还有这个 ABC 的总经理啊，还有你们三个在一个图片，在一个照片里面，然后他们有写下来，你们三个就是这个博彩公司的王子。
没有，我真的没有做博彩。
I'm not. I never done any pogo activity.
Yes, it just says the Pogo Trio. So I guess what I'm going to ask now is, do you personally know the mayor and the ABC president of Cagayan de Oro?
那请问您是否认识这个 Cagayan de Oro 的市长，还有 ABC 的总经理呢
ABC 啊。
ABC 公司的总经理。市长和总经理，你认识吗？
市长应该我在那边那么久了，应该是会认识，我会认识，但是 ABC 我就不知道是什么了。
Okay. Of course, I know the mayor because I've been there for a long time. But for ABC president, I don't know him.
Okay, this is I'm just giving you a chance to defend yourself against such news. Because there's a lot of fake news going around now. And then because it says that the mayor is the Pogo Trio's big boss. The mayor is also the protector of Tony Yang and the ABC president's illegal operation. And they are your partners in smuggling rice and illegal drugs. And there are a lot of situations where local governments where businessmen or successful businessmen partner with them also in order to give back or to do charitable things. So I want you to clarify this. What can you say about this, about these activities and allegations towards you?
还有一个就是，有一些假的信息可能是假的。那他们说，市长呢就是在保护您杨先生，还有保护这个 ABC 这个公司。比如说你们有一些走私大米啊，或者这些毒品的一些活动，这些行动，就是有市长来保护你们。你对这个有什么说法？
这个绝对不可能，绝对没有说我绝对没有做这些东西，还有那市长也绝对没有说绝对没有说保护我们，哦，我跟他也是普通的认识的朋友呢，就是普通的朋友。
Okay. So that's really impossible. The statement a while ago was impossible because the mayor does not protect us or any kind of our activity. We are just ordinary friends.
Okay, thank you for answering that. You lived in Mr. Yang, you lived in the Philippines for 25 years, so I am assuming that you like it here and you love it here. We at the Quadcom are requesting for your full cooperation because we will not stop until we uncover the truth. Because as said by our President and our Speaker, there is no room for criminals in the 19th Congress and in the Philippines. Thank you. And my next question, short question, is for our PAOK representative, Dr. Casio. In the presentation or the matrix made earlier, but by our Deputy Speaker, has anyone attempted, either PAOK, the BI, or the PNP, has anyone attempted to locate any of the people in the criminal syndicate?
Yes, Mr. Chair. A good number of the Chinese nationals that have been mentioned in the matrix, in fact, have been charged criminally in relation to Bamban and in relation to the Porac raids. But the other individuals, we're still trying to coordinate with our foreign counterparts to be able to find them and make them pay for their criminal misdeeds in the country, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. But what about, when I saw the presentation, there were also Filipino names. And it wasn't just the Chinese nationals. Do you think we should locate also the Filipino counterparts that are acting in this criminal organization? The reason why I'm asking this, sir, is at first it was drugs. Now it's Pogo. But before all of that, it was also Farmally. These are the three major crimes in our country for the past couple of years. And it's sad to see that smack in the middle of it are Filipinos. Kapwa natin Pilipino ay nandun. Kaya tingin nyo ba, hindi lang kailangan yung Chinese nationals yung alamin natin kung nasaan. Kung hindi, pati yung mga kapwa Pilipino na nandito, nakasama dito.
On behalf of the interagency body who has been conducting the different investigations, Mr. Chair, yes, we do agree. In fact, we have been, our prosecutorial team, unfortunately they are not here, I think they're taking a break. They've been piercing the corporate veil, so to speak, to be able to identify the Filipino incorporators as well as beneficial owners. Now in relation to Sean Wei, since this is an ongoing investigation, our interagency body also, Mr. Chair, is looking into the different personalities. And as requested by Madam the Honorable Luistro, we will also look into the corporate layering, so to speak, of these corporations and associated corporations. And we will try our best together with AMLC and the Philippine National Police, NBI, and DOJ IACAT to so-called, so to speak, pierce the corporate veil, Mr. Chair.
Thank you po. Mr. Chair, if I may suggest, for the Bureau of Immigration, malaman muna sa unang listahan kung sino ang nandito sa Pilipinas pa. hindi lang yung Chinese nationals kundi pati yung mga Pilipino na nandito. Bakit? Kasi sa akin pong palagay, kailangan din natin sila makausap at malaman. Kasi malamang sa mga nakausap na ahensya, sa mga napalusot na papeles, sa mga naging partner nila na LGU members, at sa mga naging biktima, sila ang naging conduit, sila ang naging tulay kung bakit nakapasok ang mga ganitong klaseng aktibidades dito sa Republika ng Pilipinas. Sila ang nag-areglo, 20 seconds na lang po, Mr. Chair. Sila ang nag-areglo ng lahat ng ito. Kaya tayo sa Quadcom wag po nating payagan na maareglo ang krimen at saka ang national security po natin. So with that, with the PAOK and with the BI, sana po malocate natin sila para po maimbitahan natin dito at mabigyan linaw tayo kung bakit ganun ang nangyayari sa kapwa Pilipino natin. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Congressman Vargas. Now we go back to Congresswoman Luistro.
Mr. Chair, I wish to ask Alice Goo. Miss Alice, sino po ang sinundan yung mayor?
Former Mayor John Feliciano.
Come again?
Former Mayor John Feliciano.
Joe Feliciano.
John Feliciano.
John Feliciano. And how associated are you? Gaano ka ba kalapit dito kay John Feliciano?
Magkaibigan po, Your Honor. Nakilala ko po siya, I think, during his second term.
Second term? Can you
Apo.
cite the year?
Di po ako masyado sure na sa year. Second term, kung di po ako nagkakamali.
Siya ba ay nakatapos ng 3 termino?
Yes po, Your Honor.
In other words, if you're referring to the second term, you met John Feliciano sometime in 2016 to 2019.
In between po, Your Honor.
In between 2016 to 2019. Ang sabi mo kanina, kaibigan mo si John Feliciano. Can you please enlighten us? Gaano kayo kalapit na magkaibigan?
Your Honor, magkaibigan, magkakilala kami, nagkakilala kami nung second term po niya na kumuha po ako sa kanya ng business permit para sa piggery. And then, last term po niya, I think pandemic time na rin po.
Did you help in the campaign of John Feliciano in 2016?
Hindi po.
Did you help John Feliciano in 2019?
Hindi din po, Your Honor.
In other words, since you met John Feliciano, wala kang naitulong sa kanya pagdating sa kanyang kampanya. Is that correct?
Financially, wala po.
What do you mean by financially? If not financially, then what else or how else will you help him politically?
Of course, Your Honor, yung mga ibang botante po namin sa farm, kinakampanya po namin, yung mga ganun lang po.
And how many voters do you have in your farm?
I have, during that time, ngayon po kasi wala na, totally wala na. During by that time po, siguro po more than 50 or more than 70 po.
Alam mo, Alice, mahirap tumakbong mayor. As a matter of fact, it is very difficult to win kung wala kang leaders, supporters, na tutulong sa'yo. Since you've known John Feliciano since 2016, kung hindi ikaw ang tumulong sa kanyang politika, then who did? Sino ang tumulong kay John Feliciano?
Your Honor, I think the former mayor is here po. Better siya po yung sumagot kasi hindi rin po ako yung tumulong po sa kanya.
May we ask John Feliciano, the former mayor?
Yan, dito kanina. Mayor Feliciano.
Can you please occupy one of the chairs?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Mr. Feliciano, since based on the manifestation of Alice Goo, wala naman siyang naitulong siya sa'yo, 2016 and 2019 na eleksyon. Sino ang mga taga-Banban na malaki ang naitulong sa'yo during those times of election?
Madam Chair, our town is small, 40,000 votes. During my term, bale, I introduced a lot of improvements in my town.
Mr. Chair, can we direct the resource speaker to please be responsive to the question? Ang tanong po, Mr. Feliciano, sino po ang tumulong sa inyong manalo 2016 and 2019 election?
Before you answer, Mayor, can we ask the committee secretary to administer the oath of, have you taken your oath?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige, please. I'm sorry, please continue, Congresswoman Luistro.
Mr. Feliciano, did you get the question?
Yes, ma'am. Bali, on my town, ang tumulong po sa akin, yung mga kababayan ko po. So yung mga kapitan, yung mga leaders ko, and yung mga family members ko po sa bayan namin.
How about your vice mayor? Did he help you?
Kasama din po sila. Si Vice Mayor William Cura po ang kasama ko.
Malaki ba ang naitulong sa ni Vice Mayor?
Physically po.
Physically. How about your council members? Did they help you?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm proud to say, on my second term, isa lang po ang nalaglag sa mga councilors ko.
So 7 of your 8 members
Yes, Madam Chair.
dedicated their support on your 2016 and 2019 election. How about the barangay captains? Ilan ho bang kapitan mayroon kayo?
Out of the 15 po, sa akin po lahat sila. And on my last term, wala po nalaglag sa ticket ko. 10-0 po kami lahat.
How many barangays do you have?
15 lang po.
15.
Yes, ma'am.
And the total of 15 barangays all supported you during your 2016 and 2019 election.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Kanina po sabi ni Alice Goo, wala siyang naitulong sa inyo 2016, wala din siyang naitulong sa inyo 2019, except yung botante na nagtatrabaho sa kanilang farm. Do you confirm that?
Yes, Madam Chair.
And aside from doon sa botanteng nagtatrabaho sa farm nila, mayroon ho ba kayong malalim na pinagsamahan ni Alice Goo? Like for example, nagka-problema ho ba kayo na ni-rescue niya kayo? Meron ho ba kayong mga ganyang pinagsamahan? Or nangutang ho ba kayo sa kanya at pinaluwag niya kayo?
Hindi naman po. During my time, because yun na po yung nagkaroon ng ASF, that's why most of the time po, pupunta po sila ng munisipyo, kasama po yung hog raisers to address the problem. So doon lang po kami naging close, Madam Chair, because most of the time, papasyal po sila because na-wipe up nga po ang population ng hog and swine. So that's the time we had ample of conversations, Madam Chair.
Kung papipiliin ko po kayo, Mayor, si Alice Goo po ba? Friend or acquaintance lang?
Friend?
Friend.
Yes, ma'am.
But you have several other friends who might be more attached to you than Alice Goo. Do you confirm that?
Marami po, siyempre.
Marami,
Opo.
no? Ang gusto ko pong itanong, Mayor, considering na si Alice Goo, wala namang naitulong sa inyo 2016. Wala ding naitulong sa inyo 2019. And you even said that there are several other friends who are more attached to you than Alice Goo. Bakit po siya ang in-endorse niyong tumakbong mayor?
Madam Chair, yung during my time, dahil maliit lang nga po ang bayan namin, I believe a good businessman should be the one running the municipality or local chief executive.
Mayor, why do you say that Alice Goo is a good businessman?
Because from the time I knew her, 2016, siya na po ang sabihin na natin na responsible po doon sa mga piggery nila sa bayan ng Bamban. And it so happened, nakita ko naman na napalaki nila, and during the pandemic, nakita ko she was able to control yung pagkamatay po ng mga baboy nila. So a good businesswoman, so sabi ko, why not try and ask her if she wanted to run?
You manifest that you are the one who offered that opportunity to her?
Yes, Madam Chair, because...
Kayo po ang nag-alok, hindi niya hiniling.
Hindi po, kasi po during that time, I had a falling out with my fellow, yung kaibigan ko nga, because I ran for Congress. So it so happened, we had a falling out with my barangay captain. So sabi niya, hindi pwede, hindi ka pwedeng tumakbo, kailangan ako lang. I needed someone on my back. Mahirap pong tumakbo ng Congress kung wala ka pong mayor sa bayan mo. So, sad to say, ang option ko na lang was to ask her if she wanted. And then she said, sige, give me 30 to 60 days and I'll decide. And then after po noon, Madam Chair, after 60 days, so let's try it out. Let's ask our, yung mga kababayan natin kung papayagan tayo. And then, everything fall through.
How about your vice mayor?
Ang vice mayor ko po, ang nangyari noon, nagpunta rin po rin sa kabila.
How about your council members?
Naiwan po sa akin lahat yung 7.
And you did not consider any of them
Wala po, ma'am kasi hindi
to succeed to your mayoralty?
Wala pong capable. They're not capable of...
Aside from the piggery business mayor, what consideration did you consider, what factor did you consider why you offered the mayoralty to Alice Goo?
Wala naman po. Nothing came into me. Ganun lang po kasimple naman yun eh.
You just offered the position to Alice Goo.
Yes, ma'am. Kasi during that time, it was already closed. Wala na akong magawa, ma'am, because...
How close, Mayor?
No, the time frame during that time that my friend told me not to run, and we were already having a squabble kung sinong gagamitin ko as my candidate. Ma'am, masyado na maigsi yung oras. So wala nang panahon, ma'am.
I understand, Mayor, during your time, may Hongsheng na.
Yes, ma'am. Meron na, ma'am.
So, do you confirm na kayo po ang unang nag-issue ng business permit sa Hongsheng?
Yes, ma'am. I was the one.
And how do you describe the operation of Hongsheng?
Actually, ma'am, nung sa Hongsheng, hindi naman ako, ma'am, nakapasok doon because it was a regulated Philippine offshore gaming operator. And so, I believe Banban wasn't the one having the Philippine offshore gaming operations. Ma'am, during that time, nag-review din ako, nag-study rin ako. Almost 400 po nag-ooperate. As far as Cavite, meron pong Cagayan Valley.
Let's concentrate to Hongsheng, Mayor.
Ayun nga, ma'am. So,
And do you confirm that the land being occupied by Hongsheng belongs to Alice Goo?
yes, ma'am.
You confirm that?
Yes, ma'am, because she was the one who requested the letter of intent to me para po ma-endorse ko po sa Sangguniang Bayan to get the letter of no objection.
The Baofu.
Yeah, no, yung Hongsheng po, ma'am, Hongsheng.
You are stating now, Mayor, that you were the one who endorsed the letter of Alice Goo to Hongsheng to be able to secure a letter or resolution of no objection.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
Yes, ma'am, because she endorsed a letter of intent to me. So ako naman, on my part, as a local chief executive, bibigay po ko ng sulat sa Sangguniang Bayan to act on that request.
Alice, I remember last time you denied this. You said you never represented Hongsheng.
Your Honor, I translate for Hongsheng, and for Hongsheng po, I invoke my right against self-incrimination for the cases filed at the court po.
But I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, that in tonight's hearing, contrary to the representation of Alice Goo, Mayor Feliciano is now saying that it was Alice Goo who approached him and facilitated the resolution interposing no objection to the establishment of Hongsheng, in which SEC documents the name of Alice Goo appears as representative, which fact Alice Goo likewise denied during the last hearing. Mayor Feliciano,
Yes, Madam Chair.
during your congressional bid, simultaneous with the mayoralty of Alice Goo,
Yes, Madam Chair.
ano pong itinulong sa inyo ni Alice Goo?
Yung pong makapagsalita po ako sa entablado niya. Malaking bagay na po sa akin yon.
Sabi niyo po, magaling na businesswoman si Alice Goo.
Yes, Madam Chair.
So what support did she extend to you during your congressional bid?
Sa bayan lang po ng Bamban, yung maisama ka na dun sa grupo niya na hindi ka na maglalagay ng entablado, tapos yung pagbayad po sa mga watchers, so hindi na po niya ako hinasel. So that is fine and tama na po para sa akin yon.
So there are no campaign funds that were extended to you?
Wala po, kaya po natalo ko. Yun lang pong sa akin.
How many towns do you have in your district?
Madam Chair, we have 4.
4 towns.
Yes, Madam Chair.
And ang naitulong lang ni Alice Goo is the audience
Yes, Madam Chair.
during the campaign period. Tama ba?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Is that the only thing that you're expecting from the businesswoman whom you describe as a very good businesswoman?
On my part po kasi, Madam Chair, what I learned was when you try to run for office, kung may magbibigay ng tulong, salamat. Kung wala, salamat din para at least wala pong magsisisihan sa bandang uli.
I'd like to go back to Hong Sheng, Mayor.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Mayor, do you understand that this Hong Sheng was later on found out to be a Pogo operation?
Madam Chair, yung pong letter of no objection was part of a PAGCOR license given by our gaming industry. So alam ko po na ganun talaga siya. And I believe Philippine offshore gaming operators are legally in a sense.
Can you describe to us how many buildings are erected in Hong Sheng?
I'm not really sure kung ilan po yung
Approximate.
5 or 6.
And do you recall kung magkano ang real property tax na ibinabayad sa inyo during that time?
Ngayon po, more than 15 million po.
During your time, Mayor?
Yes, that was ngayon pong pagbaba ko po.
More than 15
Yes,
million?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And where were you nung na-convert ito as Yunzuan Corporation?
Wala na po
Was
ako
it
noon.
during your term?
No, hindi na po. Because later part na po kasi yun noong 2022 eh. And then, baba na po ako noon.
How about the Baofu land, Mayor? When Alice Go acquired this land, what is the classification of this land?
This land was agricultural and then she requested for a reclassification way back 2019.
So it was during your time when the land was reclassified.
Yes, Madam
It
Chair.
was reclassified from agricultural to industrial. Do you confirm that?
Residential and commercial, Madam Chair.
From residential to?
No,
Commercial.
agricultural, residential / commercial.
From agricultural to residential commercial. And
Yes,
per
ma'am.
your recollection, do you believe that the requirements for reclassification were duly complied with?
Yes, Madam Chair, I believe so.
Yes. And with respect to Hong Sheng, Mayor, the entire process of this resolution or letter interposing no objection, it was Alice Goo who was representing Hong Sheng. Do you confirm that?
Yes, Madam Chair, because her name was written also on the Sangguniang Resolution.
And aside from the name being written in the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution, it was Alice Goo, or likewise, who is lobbying with the Sangguniang Bayan, and even in your office. Do you confirm that?
Actually po, hindi naman naglabi. She just submitted the letter of intent.
How
To my
many
office.
times did she visit your office to represent Hong Sheng?
Twice.
Twice.
Twice, I think.
If you are aware, how many times did he visit the Sangguniang Bayan for the purpose of that no objection for Hong Sheng?
Once.
I wish to manifest, Mr. Chair, that contrary to the statement of Alice Goo, that she never represented Hong Sheng during its application for permit and even in the issuance of letter or resolution of no objection. John Feliciano is now testifying that it was Alice Goo who represented and facilitated the no objection resolution for Hongsheng, the Pogo operation. I submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Luistro. The manifestation is noted, and COMSEC, please make sure that the manifestation will be considered in the writing of the committee report. So, the next and the second to the last to interpolate is Congressman Caraps Paduano, and then short lang yan. So,
Thank you, Chairman. Can I proceed?
Congressman Caraps Paduano, and then last will be Congressman Dan Fernandez for the closing.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And before the closing, it's Congresswoman Sonsing. So, but Congresswoman Sonsing will only has asked the permission of the chair for a short manifestation. Is that correct? So now, Congressman Paduano, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I proceed with my follow-up questions with regard to the question raised by Congressman Almario and Congresswoman Nograles to Ms. Go Haping. Commissioner Alegre, you're now still with the BID. Tama po?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kailan ka po pumasok sa BID?
I was appointed, Mr. Chair, in January 2019 under the last administration. And,
January
2019,
2019.
Your Honor. And I was reappointed just recently, Your Honor, this June 2024, Mr. Chair.
Why you were reappointed?
I applied for the position, Your Honor.
Bakit
as a deputy
after, kailan ka ba, bakit lumabas ka ba?
I'm in coterminous, Your Honor, with the...
So, when was the last?
I served, Your Honor, until June 30,
2022.
2022.
Then you were reappointed?
This June 2024, Your Honor.
Pero you entered BID?
In 2019.
19?
Yeah.
So it's former President Duterte that appoints you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Previously, before your appointment sa BID, saan ka ba galing?
Your Honor, I was a private law practitioner.
Right.
For more than 15 years, Your Honor.
Okay, anyway, pwede niyong pagtulungan ni nung taga-BID, ni Commissioner, yung mga tanong ko po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyway, Miss Goaping, during the previous hearing, even in the Senate, inamin mo po yung tatay mo is a Chinese, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
And what is the name of your father?
Guo Jianzhong.
Go Janjong. Okay. How about yung Len Wen Lee?
She's the partner of my dad.
The partner with dad. Kaya sa korporasyon nyo, nandun yung pangalan niya. Then yung mga kapatid mo. Tama po?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Chinese din siya.
Lin Wenyi is a Chinese po.
Okay. When was the last time na nagkita kayo ni Len Wen Lee?
April this year or May?
April or May this year. Saan po?
Kung di po ako nagkakamali, sa Marilao.
Marilao, Bulacan.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Bakit may property ba siya dyan? May business niya o ano?
Andun po yung embroidery business po.
Niya.
For the family po.
Ay, yung family. Okay. Okay. Anyway, when was the first time that you acquire a Filipino passport? The first time?
Your Honor, hindi ko po maalala ngayon. I just have to check yung first passport ko po. Pero sa ngayon po, hindi ko po maalala nung year po.
Hindi mo maalala yung year?
I think I have four Filipino passport na nakapag-renew ng 3 or 4 times. Pero I just
Three
have
or
to
four
check
times.
po.
BID, do you have a record? Nandito ba yung DFA? DFA? Please, okay, pwede sit.
Uh,
BID, when
um,
was Alice Go acquire her Filipino passport?
It's not exactly she acquired it, Your Honor. Our record is when she first used it. So she first used her Philippine passport on April 22, 2008. The number of the Philippine passport is RR 0401472.
So,
That's a departure, Your Honor.
so 2008.
Yes, Your Honor.
So this is the first departure. That was,
Under this particular name, under the name Alice Go, Your
yeah,
Honor.
Alice Go. Okay. DFA. DFA. Do you have a records with regards to the first issuance of passport for Miss Alice Go?
Good evening, Honorable Chair. Unfortunately, we could not retrieve the date when the first
Why?
passport was issued. It was no longer in our records.
Grabe naman kayo.
Sir.
BID nga may record ng first travel niya, tapos kayo DFA, wala kayong record.
We do have the passports issued after that, sir.
Yung renewal,
Yes, sir.
when was that?
There were renewals in 2011, 2015, and 2020, sir.
2011, 20...
2015 and 2020, sir.
Okay. So, in short, before 2008, April, may passport na siya because that was the first travel of Miss Alice Go.
Yes, sir. I also confirmed the issuance of the passport number that was earlier stated
Okay.
from our
Anyway.
from the BI.
Miss Alice Go, how old are you now?
38 years old po.
38. 38. Okay. BID, when was the first entry of a certain Go Waping in the country? Is it di ba, January ata, 2003? Tama ba?
I wait. The first entry of Gua Waping with birthday August 31, 1990 and Chinese passport number 5679410 was on January 12, 2003, Your Honor.
So, January 3, 2003.
January 12, 2003.
January 12, 2003.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung date of birth niya?
The date of birth of the Gua Hauping in this particular case, Your Honor, is 31 August 1990.
1990.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anyway, when was may travel record ba kayo ng Go Waping? Since 2003?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, yung first, di ba pumasok siya in the Philippines?
Yes, Your Honor.
As what?
The first entry
Tourist?
of the Gua Waping was, as I've said, in January 12, 2003, Your Honor.
Ano bang tourist?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the next,
Actually, it isn't indicated here, Your Honor.
anyway, from the Philippines, yung first na paglabas niya,
She left the country on her first departure as Gua Huaping was on December 21, 2006, Your Honor.
2006. So, Go Waping stays in the country for 3 years.
Yes,
Tama?
Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Anong visa niya o passport niya?
Apparently, Your Honor, during that period, she was able to get an SIRV, a Special Investors Visa, the one issued by the Board of Investments of the Department of Trade and Industry.
Okay. So 2006 siya lumabas ng bansa. Kailan siya bumalik?
She returned on January 19, 2007, and during this particular time, her status was that of an SIRV, Your Honor.
So 2007.
Yes, Your Honor.
Less than a year, bumalik siya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, ang next na travel ni Goa Ping palabas ng bansa.
So, after that arrival on January 19, Mr. Chair, she again left on January 4, 2008.
2008, left the country.
That is correct, sir.
Okay. Then, entry.
Entry is January 28, 2008.
Sandali. Ang paglabas niya is 2008, di ba?
Yes, sir. January 24, 2008, and then she arrived on January 29, 2008, Your Honor.
So, few days lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, same 2008 ang pagbalik.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pabalik-balik lang si Goa Ping, no? After that, may travel pa ba palabas?
Yes, Your Honor. The next departure was on May 15, 2008, and she returned on May 17, 2008.
So, matagal siya dito kaysa travel niya palabas. Bumabalik ka agad.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, ang pinakalas na travel ni Goa Ping, para mabilis na lang po.
The last travel of Ho Guaping using, she used passport number G34714418 was on March 22, 2011, Mr. Chair.
2011 March.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's during her arrival in the country.
DFA, when was the renewal of Miss Alice Go doon po sa 2011? Yung first renewal. Huwag ka muna umalis, DFA. Umupo ka nga para mabilis tayo. Specific date and month, 2011.
It was renewed on the 7th of March, sir, 2011.
2nd of March.
The 7th, sir. March 7, 2011
March
po.
7. So, 2011, March renewal.
Yes, sir.
March of also of 2011, that was the last time that Alice Goa Ping enters the country. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong date?
March 22, 2011.
So March 22, a matter of 15 days. After that, wala na pong travel record.
After that, Your Honor, we don't have any more travel of record of
So
Guaping.
hindi na nakalabas ng bansa si Goa Ping.
Yes, Your Honor.
So baka sumakay sa yate.
That would be possible, Your Honor.
Miss Alice Go. Oh, 15 days. Na-renew mo yung passport mo, Filipino passport. Then, March 15, that was the last travel record of Goa Ping. And after that, hindi na po siya lumabas, hindi na nakita, may Alice Go na passport. What can you say about it?
For that allegation po, Your Honor, I refuse
That is
to
not
answer.
allegation. That is the facts. I am not accusing you. I am just saying that Alice Go renew his passport March 7. And Go-Aping last travel was also 2011 of March. Biglang nawala, biglang naglaho. Hindi na nakabalik. When was BID? When was the last time? Anong country po? Country of origin ni Go-Aping?
Wait, Your Honor. It wasn't indicated here, Your Honor.
Okay.
During her last trip in 2011, the destination was not indicated here, which is just normal during that time, Your Honor, because the ports were not encoded during that time.
But of course, DFA siguro may record kayo. Tama? Kasi tinatatakan yun, di ba? DFA.
The records outside, sir?
Yeah. Di ba paglabas mo dito sa pagpasok mo doon sa country of entry, may tatak, di ba? Paglabas mo doon, may tatak din. Pagpasok mo dito, tatakan din, di ba?
We defer to the BI, sir.
Hindi yung passport, kasi wala nga silang record, di ba? Tama?
Yes, sir, but if they renew the passport, they keep the passport kasi, so we don't have the
Hindi, pero yung records nyo, wala?
Wala po, sir.
Bakit?
We don't keep the records
Yun ang problema,
of the outside travel, sir.
That's why yung passport law, dapat ayusin natin yon. We have to amend that. Kasi hindi natin matrace. Kasi, tingnan mo, OBID, yung frequent travel ni Go-Aping, anong country?
During that time, Your Honor, the destination wasn't indicated yet. So the only way we will find out if the passport is presented and then the departure stamp of that country can be
Correct.
determined.
So, problema natin ngayon yan, DFA, kasi wala kayong record. Tama?
Yes, sir, we don't because they keep the passport. The applicants keep the passport once they renew the.
Anyway, Mr. Chairman, that's why kailangan po talaga na i-amend natin yung passport law. Ngayon, nakita na natin, may problema tayo. Di ba? Tracing the passport of Miss Alice Goo and Miss Go-Aping. Now, Miss Go-Aping o Alice Goo, Alice Goo, during the investigation sa Senate, saka dito, di ba, yung travel mo from the Philippines, sumakay kayo sa yate, as also told by your sister, di ba ang entry niyo is Malaysia, tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Then, nag-Indonesia kayo, Singapore.
Opo, Your Honor. Your Honor, regarding po doon, I have immigration cases na rin po.
Hindi, tinatanong lang kita.
Opo.
That is not incriminating. What is incriminating na sinabi mo na yan doon? Sa hearing, nire-review ko lang.
Opo.
Di ba? On record na yan. Di ba naka-record na yan? Tama?
Opo, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, why, Miss Alice Go? Inamin mo tatay mo inchik, bakit hindi ka, instead of going to Malaysia, backdoor, then nag-Indonesia, Singapore, blah, 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 bakit hindi ka umuwi sa tatay mo sa China?
Your Honor, for that question po, may security concern po na related. I refuse to answer po.
Ayan ka na naman, security related. Tatay mo yung pupuntahan mo, security related. Ganon?
Your Honor, hindi po yung tatay ko ang...
Hindi, ang question ko, why hindi ka bumalik sa tatay mo? Di ba, instead of going to Malaysia, Indonesia, alam mo naman may kaso ka dito, naharapin. Di ba? Bakit hindi ka umuwi sa China and seek refuge to your father?
Your Honor, may related po na security concern.
Ano yun ang related security, Miss Alice Go? Ano yun?
Yung tao po nagpaalis po sa akin, Your Honor.
Ayan na naman tayo. Yung taong nagpaalis sa iyo, in-check.
Yes po, Your
Chinese?
Honor.
So, mas malakas ba yung taong yun kisa sa tatay mo?
For the security concern po, Your Honor, I refuse to answer po.
Oh, you refuse to answer because you have already cited in contempt in this committee. Hindi mo na invoke yung yung self-incriminating kasi hindi naman incriminating yun. Di ba? Tama? Mr. Chairman, ganito lang po. I do believe that even the security sector, especially the government agency involved in internal security, naraintindihan po natin why Miss Alice Go or Go Wapping, instead of going to China and seek refuge to his father, hindi siya umuwi doon kasi alam na po natin, alam ng mga sa security sector natin na yun yung orientation. Sorry po, yun po, never go back to your country if your country will be incriminated in the cases that being filed to you in other countries. That's spying po. That is espionage. That's the dictum of being a spy. Hindi ka pwedeng umuwi sa bansa mo if your country masunog po doon sa mga pinagagawa mo doon po sa isang bansa outside of your country. Of course, Miss Alice Go Wapping will not admit. Pero, sinasabi ko nga, yun yung orientation. Tingnan mo si Xie. Why? Ayaw niya pa-deport. Kasi, pag pinadeport siya, alam niya ang mangyayari sa kanya doon. Di ba? Miss Alice Go?
Your Honor, hindi po ako agree.
Sorry?
Your Honor, I don't agree po.
You don't agree?
Opo, in the first place po, Your Honor.
No. I'm not saying you don't agree with my theory. I'm not referring to you. Napaka-defensive mo. Ang sinasabi ko lang po, yung dictum doon sa mga spy at in relation to espionage, yun po ang orientation ng mga spy. I'm telling you that you're a spy. Ang sinasabi ko lang po, based on the records and everything, why instead of going and seek refuge to China, in which that is the mother country of your father, hindi ka pumunta at tumuwi doon dahil po, yun po. Just like what happened with Mr. Xi and all other spy in the whole world na nasunog. Kaysa masunog yung bansa nila, mas mabuti pang masunog na lang sila. And they will face consequences in that foreign country. For now, Mr. Chairman, I end my interpellation. Thank you po.
Thank you, Congressman Paduano. Just for a short manifestation and emphasis on the short, Congresswoman Swansing, you are recognized.
Mr. Chair, may I request for 1 minute just to turn over my slides to our ComSec, Mr. Chair. Just 1 minute, Mr. Chair.
Paige, can you assist? After the manifestation of Congresswoman Swansing, the next to interpret is Congressman Dan Fernandez. After the short manifestation. We have several resource persons.
Yes, our apology, Mr. Chairman, sa mga other agencies who haven't been asked yet. No? We will be dealing with different agencies now after the Congressman Swansing.
Okay, are you ready, Congresswoman Sansing?
Mr. Chair, did the committee secretariat receive the slides already?
Secretariat? Oh, wala pa ba? Ano? Page? You should have asked the IT guys that they prepared that sana earlier. Congresswoman Sansing, I hope you don't mind. Let's proceed first with Congressman Dan Fernandez, and then after Congressman Fernandez, your short manifestation. Is that
Mr.
okay?
Chair, if with your permission, Mr. Chair, my slides and my manifestation is very much related to the interpellation of the Honorable Paduano. So maganda po siya na follow up doon po sa interpellation ni Kong Paduano.
Okay, sige. Okay na? Okay, sige. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I just wanted to put together a few of the documents that were previously presented in this committee as well as in the Senate hearings with regard to the identity of a certain Go Huaping. So, Mr. Chair, here in the first slide, this was sourced from the Bureau of Immigration. This is the list of travel records for Go Huaping. And here on this slide, I wanted to highlight here the date of birth that's indicated on the list of travel records, which is the date of birth repeatedly mentioned in this hearing, which is August 31, 1990. Mr. Chair, I would like to quickly pause and ask Ms. Alice Go, do you still categorically deny that you are the Go Huaping in question with this particular information?
Your Honor, regarding citizenship, I invoke my right against self-incrimination because of the cases filed against me in the courts.
Mr. Chair, with that response, as you can see here, the status as highlighted by Representative Paduano is under the SIRV, so which is the Special Investor Residence Visa. So on the next slide, here we see the SIRV of the said personality, Go Huaping, and these were the documents presented by Senator Win Gatchalian during the Senate hearing last June. And here we would highlight as well that this person has the same date of birth, which is August 31, 1990. So it appears based on the documents of the Bureau of Immigration and the Board of Investments that the Go Huaping in question is the same person. And as we can see here, the ID picture resembles very much the Miss Alice Go that is in front of us, Mr. Chair. So again, Mr. Chair, let me pause and ask Miss Alice Go, do you still deny that you are the Go Huaping featured in this photo?
Your Honor, regarding the citizenship po, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po.
With that, Mr. Chair, I will move to my next slide. This, Mr. Chair, was the dossier that was previously presented by Representative Chino Almario in the Al Jazeera documentary. And in this dossier, Mr. Chair, this is allegedly the dossier for this Go Huaping. So we have here a Chinese translator, Mr. Chair. If I may, Ms. Batay, may I request you to please translate this date or these numbers that's featured inside the box.
Okay, so what's inside the box? First, on the first two words, that means 性别, or the gender, and the next word is 女, or girl, and then the next set of words, 4 words, 民族, that means racial ancestry. So it says here that it's Hanzu, or the Han, group of people, or it's the typical term for the Chinese in China. And the next level or the next line is 出生日期 or the birth date. Okay, the birth date is 1990年 1990 8月 August 31. Yeah, 8月31日.
Thank you very much, Ms. Batay. Given that I don't speak Chinese, Mr. Chair, I relied on Google Lens to translate this page for me. So on this next slide, just to verify and validate what Ms. Batay mentioned, ComSec, please show the next slide. So here, translated by Google Lens, very much verifies the translation shared by Ms. Batay. And here we can see that the date of birth of the Go Huaping featured in the documentary, who is allegedly a Chinese spy, also matches that of the Go Huaping on record in our Bureau of Immigration Documents and Board of Investment. So, Mr. Chair, kanina po, nung tinanong po ni Congressman Almario, si Ms. Alice Go, kung siya po ba yung tao na nandoon sa dossier na sinasabi na Chinese spy, sinabi niya po na hindi. So, Mr. Chair, again, for the third time in my interpellation, I will go back to Ms. Alice Go and again ask, Ms. Alice Go, are you the woman in this photo?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, yun lang po. 3 times during my interpellation, Mr. Chair, 3 beses po na sinabi ni Ms. Alice Go, itinanggi niya na siya po ang babae na nasa litrato. Pero nakita naman po natin na yung babae po na nandun sa aking pangalawang slide na nasa ID picture ng SIRV ay napakalapit po sa itsura ng babae na nasa litrato po doon sa dossier na sinasabi na Chinese spy. At napakalapit din po sa lahat po ng mga nadidito ngayong gabi. Nakikita naman po natin na ang Miss Alice Go na nasa harapan natin ay kamukhang-kamukha po yung nasa 2 litrato na ating pong ipresenta. So, Mr. Chair, yun lang po. I just wanted to add a little bit more beef doon po sa ating pong assertion na mukha pong yung babae po na tinutukoy doon po sa dokumentaryo na Chinese spy po ay pareho doon po sa Go Huaping na kini-question po natin sa ating mga nakaraang pagtalakay. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congresswoman Sansing. And finally, it's the turn of Congressman Dan Fernandez. You have 2 minutes. And 2 hours.
Yeah, waited so long. Anyway, actually, I have 60 slides pero bawasan na natin, gabi na. Kaya na sa mga resource persons natin. Lalo na kayo. Pakilagay yun ng page 5. Please. Yes, so, si Michael yan, dumating sa atin, April 16, 2000, on board si X919 as a temporary visitor. Nung next year naman, si Yang Jianxin, si Mr. Tony Yang, arrived on June 12, 2001. Sakay ng PR-335. Kasama niya yung kanyang kapatid na si Yang Hongjiang. At na-issue siya ng SRRB Special Residence Retiree Visa noong November 6. Isipin nyo, November 6, 2007, inissuean siya ng Special Resident Retirees Visa. Ilan taon siya ng 2007? Miss PBB?
请问这个2007年你的年龄多大了？
2007年我1970年出生的。
你的年龄多大
70、80、90。
37 years old. O sige, okay na.
30
Okay na ka, Carol. 37 na kwenta ko na.
37
1970 siya. He was born 1970, di ba?
Yeah, 你是1970年。
34 nung siya ay inisyuhan ng...
37年。
70.
我1970
1970 siya, 37. 37.
Yes, 37.
So we really need to amend this sa ating pong sino ba nag-i-issue ng SRRB? PRA? PRA, Philippine Retirement Authority. No, PRA, retirement eh. Di ba? Okay, next. Para mabilis na to. Punta tayo doon sa, kasi na-establish na naman natin siya, no? Yung pagiging Chinese niya, tapos Pilipino naman yung ginagamit niya mga government identification. So sa page 10, makita natin dyan, ano mo nga, nung November 6, 2007, Mr. Tony Yang, na-blacklist po kayo. Can you kindly ask, Carol, blacklisted siya noong 2006. Is that correct?
2006 or 7? 2006 or 7?
2006.
OK，请问这个2006年你是被那个移民局被拉黑吗？
Yes or no, Mr. Tony Yang? Blacklisted kayo 2006? Yes or no?
2006年被拉黑吗？
我没有印象啊，没有印象被拉黑。
I have no idea that I have been blacklisted.
Bureau of Immigration. Paki-check niyo yan. Ano mo na, Zoom. He was blacklisted for holding a fake visa. And noong bumalik siya dito noong 2007, his blacklist order was lifted. Why? Tanong natin sa immigration. Bakit na-lift yung blacklist niya?
I don't have the copy with me here, Your Honor, but usually the subject probably complied with whatever deficiency that he had during that time.
Okay, thank you so much. Punta tayo sa page 12. Page 12, Mr. Tony Yang, during your interpellation doon po sa Senado, you may mention a name, a certain name na kaibigan mo. Ang sabi mo is, kaibigan ko si Mr. C. Correct? Naalala mo, Mr. Tony Yang, na sinabi mo sa Senado, kaibigan mo si C. Mr. C.
你有记得你在参议院说出的那个叫小喜的朋友吗？
有啊，小喜的有。
是你的朋友。
Siya ba si...
小喜是吧？
What is the name of that C? Mr. C.
他叫什么？这个小喜你知道吗？
小喜是不是在三家公司的那个小喜啊？
He's the 小喜 or the C from the Sanjia company.
Siya ba si Tony C?
他也叫 Tony C 吗？
Tony C。他不是叫 Tony C， 那个小喜是我知道他的姓，因为中国都称呼姓嘛。
Okay.
小喜吧。
Sige, nga ba? So, andito naman sa iyong LTO, sa driver's license mo, yung application mo, sinasabi mo lang meron kang kaibigan na Mr. Tony C. So, you remember putting his name?
你还记得你在这个驾驶照有写上那个 Tony C 的名字吗？
我记不清楚。
I could not remember clearly.
Okay, you put it in your application but hindi mo siya natatandaan. Page 18. Dito makikita natin lahat ng company mo, Mr. Tony Yang. So you have like 7 companies under the SEC and 9 companies under DTI. Is this correct? Yes or no lang?
你看这个表里面，你在这个 有7个注册的公司，然后你也有9个就是在交易部门的公司，你能确认吗？
Yes or no?
英文我不
Lahat sa iyo yan.
I could not understand the English here.
Okay. Ayan, no? Chinese naman siya. Yes and pa. Yes and pa.
有杨子公司。
Yangtze.
杨子公司。
New Hope Lore. Miss or Sun. Golden City. Sanjia. It's all yours, right?
都是你的公司吧？有三甲，还有杨子，还有Cagayan。
O, pakita ko na lang yung ano. Pakita mo yung 819. Picture na lang para makita niya. Picture. 19. Page 19.
红姐那个很早的了。
Yeah. The Hongcheck is a very early company already.
138 is yours. AGL is yours. Mr. Tony, huwag mo na tingnan yan. Wala na yan.
这个138也是你的
So
吗？
138 is yours.
不是138。
AGL.
No, it's not. AGL.
不是。
Page 22. Meron ba kayong magkakasama ng, Carol, can you kindly tell him about a company that you, Michael Yang, and Hongjing Yang, and Mr. Tony Yang are all together in one company? Meron ba silang company na magkakasama silang tatlo? Kasi kanina sinabi niya, wala eh. So wala silang financial transaction with his two brothers, no? So I'm asking him, meron ba silang magkakasamang tatlong magkakapatid sa isang kumpanya?
有没有跟你的弟弟 Michael 还有那个杨红景跟他们一起开的企业吗？
没有，我没跟他们开企业。
No, I don't have any company together
Okay,
with
ayan,
them.
sige. I-ano natin, i-move mo. Mr. Tony Yang, you are lying. You are lying. Nagsisinungaling ka. Sige, sumo nga yung kanilang company, Yesenfa Development Corporation. At pakikita ko kung saan yung company na yan. Ayan. Ayan. You are all together in one company, Yang Hongjiang, Yang Hongming, and Mr. Antonio Lim.
When was this?
The Yesenfa Development Corporation. Wait. Ako pa tinanong mo ngayon, ha? Sandali. Parang ako, tinatanong ko lang, kung meron siyang company ganyan, hindi ko tinatanong kung kailan. No matter what, basta nasa SEC yan, registered under his name, and his signature appears on that, Carol.
然后这个最主要就是已经注册的公司，然后你的名字也在里面，所以我们想要确认你是否跟他们你两个兄弟有跟他们一起开的企业吗？
没有，我没跟他们两个开企业。
So I never had a company with the two of them.
Amla, can you kindly, asan ang Amla? Amla, can you kindly tell us kung meron kayong nakitang transaction between Mr. Tony Ang and together with the two siblings? Yung kay Hongming Yang and Hongjiang Yang.
Sir, Your Honor, I beg your indulgence. Under Section 8A of the Anti-Money Laundering Act, we are prohibited from disclosing any information that we have acquired in the course of the performance of our function, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's the reason why we need to amend. Alam nyo, pati ang AMLA nadadamay sa mga kalokohan to eh. Sa totoo lang. Yung mga ganitong klaseng kalalaking pera, no? Na dapat nanonotify na ang government. Di ba? Ang daming malalaking pera eh, na nakita namin eh. Pero these are not all reported. Why? We don't know. Pero we need to amend yung sa AMLA. Anyway, punta tayo sa page 27. Ito, hindi na makakapag-deny dito si Tony Yang. Mr. Tony Yang, stop lying, ha? Stop lying. Last mo na yan. Huli na. Kapag nagsinungaling ka pa, we will be citing you in contempt. Believe me. Okay?
请不要说谎。
不会，我不会说谎。
I will not lie.
Ha?
I will not lie.
Please po, maki-cooperate na po kayo.
求求您了。
Okay.
Otsinemi.
Next ano. Okay. Yan, Mr. Tony Yang. That is yours. Misamis Oriental Sand and Gravel Corporation. You have a company beside your own company doon po sa Sanjia, which is located under the PBDEC. Correct? Yes or no?
这个就是Misamis Oriental 有这个沙子的公司，还有旁边就是你那个三甲的公司，这个三甲就是在 PBDEC 里面是吧？
是。
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, nireclaim mo ba ang property? Kumuha ka ba? Tanong mo.
有没有获得这个土地呢？有没有获得这个土地 ？Reclaim the property.
Reclaim. Kumuha ka ba ng permit sa PPA?
你从 PPA 获得这个许可证吗？
有。
Meron?
Yes.
Are you sure?
确定吗？
确定。
Submit to this committee that permit that you were able to get from PPA. And we'll be asking also the PPA to be present in the next hearing.
OK， 请把这个文件发给他们，关于这个 PPA 的需求。
Yeah, pala. Philippine Reclamation Authority pala, PRA. Did you get a permit from PRA?
你从那个 PRA 有没有获得许可证呢？就是要获得这个土地的许可证，要开发这个土地的许可证。
有啊。
有。
PPT 里面的那个许可证有啊。
You are under oath. You under oath.
He is mentioning about the PPT permit.
PPP.
PPT.
PPT 吧。
PPT.
Philippine.
是开发区吧？菲律宾那个。
PPT 这个吗
？PPT 哦 ，PPT 吧 ，PPT。
It's PPDEC, PBDEC. It's a
No,
PBDEC.
okay, sa PBDEC. Andiyan sa PBDEC natin. Can you kindly, during that time, sino ang head ng PBDEC?
那个时候 PBDEC 的他们的主人是谁？
Lavinia or Quintana?
那个
Quijana.
Lavinia 还有
Sino daw? Quijana or Lavinia? Quijano or Lavinia?
Lavinia 还是 Quijano？
当时好像是 Quijano。
Quijano. Mr.
好
Quijano.
像是 Quijano.
Administrator Quijano. Please sit on the Attorney Franklin Quijano. The company is Misamis Oriental Sand and Gravel Corporation. Beside his own company, the Sanjia. Mr. Quijano, did they apply for a permit from PBDEC? Is
Your
this a part
Honors.
of PBDEC, Attorney?
Your Honors, the whole 3,000 hectare property is part of PVDEC, and PVDEC includes 400 meters away from the shoreline. And therefore, that area, Your Honor, is part of PVDEC. Unfortunately, Your Honor, during my watch, I never issued any permit with any sand and gravel operator.
Okay. Mr. Tony Yang, ang sabi ni Attorney Quijano, no permit.
他说那个Quijano 律师说你没有获得这个许可证，在 PBDEC 的许可证。
No permit.
有啊，我们那里面是给他们租的啊，是给 PPT 里面租的啊。
Okay, so I was renting at PBDEC. So
Hindi, iba ang renting, iba ang permit. In renting, Mr. Tony Yang, iba yung pag-upa, iba yung permit na ibibigay sa'yo. So kanina, Mr. Tony Yang, you were telling us that you secured the permit from PBDEC. Di ba? Sinabi mo. Ang sabi naman ni Attorney Quijano, wala kang kinukuha permit. So sino nagsisinungaling sa kanilang dalawa?
因为你刚才有说过，你有获得这个 PBDEC 的许可证，对吧？
反正我们那片地就是给开发区租的啊，那个其他的都是我对这个也不懂，都是我们公司那个翻译东海。
Okay, while they're discussing, Attorney Quijana, there's no public hearing from the LGU on the operation of this Corporation. No public hearing, no approval of DNR, no approval of the BOI.
As far as sand and gravel permits are concerned, Your Honor, FIBIDEC made it a point not to issue any sand and gravel permit to anyone.
Ba't hindi natin to pinasara during your time?
However, Your Honor, the local government unit and the province of Misamis Oriental is the one having jurisdiction over the issuance of sand and gravel permits, Your Honor.
No. You were telling us a while ago that this is under your jurisdiction.
Well,
this is a part of the Philippine PBDEC, the Philippine what you call authority?
Philippine Veterans Investment
Yes.
Development Corporation.
So, being a part of the of your jurisdiction, you have the power to close it.
Your Honor,
If they haven't gone any permit coming from you.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, there's an overlap.
What overlap?
In the case of the issuance of sand and gravel permits, the local government unit claims that they are the ones who are empowered to issue permits.
But you know the authority. Why did you not fight
Your
over
Honor,
it?
this is in fact one of the gaps because FIBIDEC is located within two municipalities, Taguluan and Villanueva, Your Honor. And it is for this reason that this representation was demanding from our engineering office to define thoroughly the river system, Your Honor, because we were worried that there is overdrawing of sand and that the embankments are endangered because of the permits that are being issued by the local government unit.
So while the two municipalities are fighting over who have the jurisdiction over this operation, the operator continue to operate. Is that what you are trying to tell us?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, yes, but not just this corporation we are referring to. There are also operators upstream who were drawing sand and gravel from the river.
Who have the same case?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what did you do?
Well, Your Honor, this is an issue of conflicts of law because even as we say that FIBIDEC, which is one of the first ecozone created through Presidential Decree 538, the subsequent passage of the local government code tended to create that conflict, Your Honor.
Anyway, we haven't read yet the power that was given to your authority, but we will, and we will continue the discussion about this, given the time that we will be able to be knowledgeable about it. Anyway, we'll go to the next page, 28. So we'll be inviting over also the DNR, the BOI, and the LGU, and the PRA for this matter. Mr. Tony Yang, nag-ooperate pa siya hanggang ngayon?
请问现在还在继续运营吗？这个公司？
有啊。
Yes, it's still continuously operating.
May mga nababayaran dito. Okay, page 28. Pakita natin yung ito yung operation nila. Na hanggang ngayon nag-ooperate pa without any permits, without any public hearing, to the detriment of those people who are living there. Yan. Okay, next page. Mr. Antonio Lim, dito sa inyong corporation na to, meron kayong isang kasosyo na ang pangalan ay Mr. Ricky Go. You know Mr. Ricky Go?
这边有说有一个股东叫做 Ricky Go， 你认识这个 Ricky Go 吗？
有啊，认识啊。
Yes, I know him.
Yes, Ricky Go. Pidea, can I ask Pidea about this certain Ricky Go? Pidea, we heard that there's an allegation that this guy is involved in illegal drugs. Is this true?
Your Honor, he is a person of interest, and we would like to request we would just like to request to submit a report instead, so as not to compromise the operations ongoing.
I understand. Okay. One, Mr. Tony Yang. This person, Mr. Ricky Go, is a person of interest of the PIDEA. I'm telling you, Okay. Philippine Sangia Steel Corporation. Ito po ang Philippine Sangia Corporation. Ito pong Sandia Corporation ay under din ng PBDEC. Pakikita nga yung yung picture. And that is the facility noong Steel Corporation. And they have their own port, no? At yung kalapit, makikita nyo, yung steel, yung kanilang sand and gravel, meron din silang maliit na port doon. Pero dito, medyo malaki na yung port nila. And there are some instances that the PBDEC was able to what do you call that? Hindi. Yes, they monitor a illegal transshipment of rice smuggling and drug smuggling. In a bit, we will be talking about it. But first, this area of 22.7 hectares is being leased by Mr. Tony Yang doon po sa PBDEC for a price of 30 pesos per square meter in an acceleration amount that runs up to 25 years. Is this correct, Mr. Yang? 25 years ang kontrata mo sa PBDEC.
请问这是对吗？你跟 PBDEC 的合同就是25年。
对啊，对啊，25年。
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, sunod na slide tayo. So yan ang loob ng Steel Corporation. Okay? And allegedly, and no, not allegedly, but this is an operation of their steel manufacturing company that transship those metals going to that port. But in a little while, we'll be discussing why they put that place in a commercial port. So, ngayon, ito pong Mr. Yang, itong dalawang building na to, na nakikita natin, yung kulay gray, ano po yan?
The two gray buildings.
Two buildings.
Okay, 请问这两栋楼他们是做什么的？
一栋楼是一楼办公，二楼、三楼是那个管理人员的住宿。
管理人员的住宿。Okay, so the first floor here is the office. Okay, and the second and third floor are the dormitory for the management officers.
How about the employees? How many employees do you have?
那一共有几个员工呢？
那个我就不大清楚了，就是另外那一栋哦，另外那一栋是在。
How many Chinese lang ang tinatanong ko? Ang haba na sinasabi.
I'm not sure about how many they are.
What? Mr. Tony Yang, nagsisinungaling ka na naman eh. Ikaw yung may-ari ng ikaw may-ari nung Sandia Steel Corporation. As a matter of fact, pag titingnan mo, sige, punta tayo sa susunod na slide. Pakita ko sa iyo kung ilang percentage ang pag-aari mo dyan. Sunod na slide. Hindi. Ayan. Mr. Tony Yang, ikaw si Antonio Lim, 35% yung sa una. At dito sa huli na Chinese, An Jianxin, that is you. Jianxin. Jianxin Yang. That's you, correct?
最后那个杨坚新样，也就是你对吧？
对啊。
Yes, that's
Oh,
me.
that's you also. So imagine.
Antonio Lim 是我那个菲律宾名字吧。
You have a 40% as a Chinese Jianxing metallurgical company, which is yours, and Antonio Lip with his 35%. 75% ang pag-aari mo dyan. Tapos sabihin mo sa amin, hindi mo alam kung ilang Chinese na nandun.
因为你看前面这个有这个 Antonio Lim， 就是你的菲律宾名字对吧？他就是占35%，然后那个中文名字那个杨建新，他是占40%，所以你一共有这个75%。
你有啊？里面我公司我就Antonio Lim 的30%呀，2件事。
All right. Sige. Antonio Lim, we are telling you, ang dami mo ng pagsisinungaling dito. Ha? Last na to. Pag hindi ka pa nagsabi ng totoo, we will be citing you in contempt. Page 37. Is that your place?
这是你的公司吗？你是工
对，
厂。
这个我的仓库。
Yes, this is my warehouse.
Ikaw may-ari niyan.
对对。
Paano ka nagkaroon ng may-ari niyan? Hindi ka naman Pilipino.
那你如何有这个地产呢？因为你不是菲律宾人啊。
因为我刚才就有说了，我来这边的时候，我爷爷就是有给我办一个菲律宾籍吧，叫安东尼林嘛，我就用安东尼林的，就是申请，就做这个营业执照跟这个买地开仓库啊。
Okay, so I use my Philippine birth certificate with the name Antonio Lim to be able to have this business permit and also to buy this piece of property.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Okay, yung susunod natin, ano, ito yung po nga kanilang ito po yung kanilang corporation, yung New Hope Flour Milling Corporation. Is that your house? Sige, go. Is that your house, Tony Lim?
这是你住的地方吗？
对对，我住的地方。
Yes.
Yes.
LRA, andito pa ang LRA. We'll be tasking the LRA to find out all the properties under the name of Antonio Maestrado Lim. Please submit it to us. Comsec, kung walang LRA, please ask them to submit it to us in the next hearing. Next page. Dito po, Mr. Chairman, pakita po natin that yung involvement ng mga drug personality doon sa kanyang kumpanya na New Hope Flour Milling Corporation. Next na tayo dyan. Huwag na yan. Yan. Oh, no. Balik tayo doon sa GIS. GIS, one more. Hindi, no. GIS, balik. Page 38. Page 38, please. Mr. Tony Yang, doon sa New Hope Flour Milling Corporation, meron kang kasosyong Alan Lim, a.k.a. Wenxiong Lim.
请问在这个面轮公司，就是 New Hope 的公司，你有没有跟 Alan Lim 做股东呢？
Alan Lim?
是林伟雄。
没有。
Wala na naman. Last na talaga to. I'll be citing you in contempt, Mr. Tony Yang.
他说什么？
如果你不说真相，他会再告你。
May kasosyo ka bang Alan Lim?
有没有
Doon sa New Hope Flour Milling Corporation.
有没有
Who is Wenxiong Lim?
Alan Lim 韦雄林的股东呢？
没有。
None.
Wala. O yan, pakita natin. Mr. Chairman, I'll be citing this person in contempt. Many times that he lied. Ang liwanag na maliwanag sa GIS, dyan sa corporation mo, sa Milling Corporation, Rice Milling Corporation, ayan si Alan Lim, kasosyo mo. Now, you see?
Alan Lim.
Mr. Chairman,
Before that, maybe
Mr. Chairman, there are two personalities, drug personalities, that I mentioned that are included in the as incorporator of the two companies. And he lied twice. Alan Lim and Ricky Go, who are involved in drugs. Now, in front of us, he is lying. So, I think, Mr. Chairman, it's high time that we have given this guy a chance that we cite him in contempt, Mr. Chairman.
before we cite him in contempt, Mr. Yang, Tony Yang, tanungin mo yung lawyer mo.
问你的律师。
And counsel, can you advise him? Can you please tell him that his name is in the GIS of the corporation mentioned?
你的名字就是这个公司里面那个资料里面，还有那个阿曼林他们的名字也在这个文件里面，那个资料里面，所以你没办法说这个不是你的股东，因为在他们公司里面，有吗？有没有看到这个文件吗？
我没看过这个文件。
你是跟他们是股东吗？这个安乐令还有立 P 国，因为根据这个文件，他们说你是跟安乐令跟立 P 国是一起的做股东的。
李记哥我有跟他沙场有股东，但是阿那林这个属于我不知道啊。因为这个辩论场以前是
Chairman, I'll proceed muna para mabilis tayo, no? Habang sila nag-uusap ng lawyer nila.
Sige,
I'll go
please
sa
proceed.
I'll go sa page 56. 56. Ito, Mr. Tony Ang. Tony Yang. Can you kindly tell me, andito kayo sa bahay, I don't know if this is your house, but I think this is your house. Dito sa left side, sino yung kalapit mo sa kanan mo? Yung may circle ang mukha.
OK，在第一个图片呢，在你的右边的人有那个圈圈的是谁呀？
那个是以前那个第十区的警察。
Sino siya?
阿弟，以前的阿弟。
RD。
哦，阿弟。以前的。
He was the RT before.
RD. Sino siyang RD? General ano?
叫什么？
Anong pangalan niya?
Aduyan o Aduyan ganyan.
Aruyan.
O so
General Anduyan.
Anduyan.
Yung sino dyan? Yung nakasalamin o yung walang salamin?
是那个戴眼镜的还是没有一个？
General Anduyan.
戴眼镜的
Yes,
the one with the
yung
glasses.
nasa kaliwa, sino siya?
在左边
Yes, on the left
picture.
side, please.
OK，在左边的是谁呀？
现在看不大清楚。
哎呀，现在看。
Yeah. So, kilala mo na, Tony Yang? Mr. Tony Yang?
I cannot see it clearly.
General Co-op. Is that the... Rings a bell? General Co-op?
Gerald Co-op，你认识吗？
Co-op.
Alam mo, Mr. Tony Yang, kung nasa pelikula ka, best actor ka. Sa totoo lang.
Co-op.
Galing, oh. Mr. Tony Yang.
Co-op 这个名字，如果是阿弟，我也认识。
Yeah, I think I know the name of Co-op.
Okay. Sige, okay na. So, I want to show a video to our members of this committee, para makita natin kung anong klase ng personality meron po si aside from nilalabag niya yung ating mga batas, binababoy din niya yung ating mga opisyales ng ating gobyerno. Alam niyo kung bakit? Dahil because of this video na I will show it to you. Dahil nakita natin na yung kanyang ginagawang pang-abuso sa mga kababayan natin na nandito mismo sa ating bayan, samantalang sila ay mga banyaga. Di ba? Huwag natin hayaan ang mga banyagang katulad nito ay ang alipin sa atin. They here to invade us. Believe us. Sige, show natin yan. Papasok siya dyan sa immigration. Makikita nyo na pagpasok niya, nag-red na siya, nagtuloy-tuloy pa siya. Wala siyang pakialam. Hindi niya nire-respeto ang ating mga immigration officer. Why? We don't know. He established a lot of pakikisama to all those people. Basically, we Filipinos have something also to be regretful. Kasi, pinababayaan natin na tayo ay babuyin ng mga banyagang katulad nito. And for this reason, Mr. Chairman, I move that we cite this person in contempt.
Second. There is a motion to cite Mr. Tony Yang in contempt for violating Section 11 of the Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation. Duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Yang, you are now cited in contempt.
你现在已经被告这个污蔑我们这个听证会，污蔑我们这些政府的官员。
我真的不知道那个人，真的不知道。
I really don't know the person.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, I make a motion that he be detained at the Quezon City Jail.
One
Move,
minute.
Mr. Chair.
There is a motion to detain Mr. Tony Yang at the
Mr. Chair, until this hearing has been finalized and completed.
there is a motion to detain Mr. Tony Yang until the committee terminates its hearings on the said subject of illegal pogos. Any second? Duly seconded. Hearing no objections, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman
Chair.
Akop.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Akop.
before the Sergeant at Arms takes over the person of Mr. Yang, kasi meron po akong concern dito sa mga nahuli sa kanya nung siya, o nakita sa kanya nung nahuli siya Kasi this pertains to firearms licenses and license to carry firearms outside. Totoo ba na may mga licenses na nakuha sa kanya to possess firearms and to carry them outside?
Yes, Your Honor. He had a LTOP and a permit to carry IDs when we arrested him.
For how many firearms?
Upon checking with the Firearms and Explosives Office, only for one, Mr. Chair.
Yung lisensya niya for one firearm?
Yes, sir. No. I wasn't able to check the type, but the firearm registration is good for one. We were able to validate that with FEO. There is only one name, one firearm to his name, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, since this is the last meeting of, or last hearing of the Quadcom for this season, siguro ito tatanungin ko na dun sa Philippine National Police after or in the next hearing, whether it is during our break or after our break. The other issue that I would like to start, Mr. Chair, is that I think Commissioner Morente is here.
I am, Your Honor.
Yes, and during the pandemic, you were the Commissioner of the Bureau of Immigration. Tama po ba?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes. And there are reports that the Bureau of Immigration conducted raids on Pogos during that period. Would that be correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's correct. Mr. Chair, we would take that up in the next hearing. And may I be allowed to make a manifestation, Mr. Chair, kasi gabi na eh. Mr. Chair, may I be allowed? Magmamanifest lang ako.
Sorry, Your Honor. May I ask that you repeat again your
May I
question?
have the opportunity to make my manifestation kasi gabi na po, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would just like to express my gratitude to my co-members of the committee for finding time to conduct this hearing kasi bakasyon na dapat tayo nung Wednesday pa. So maraming pong salamat sa inyo. Pero meron lang po akong na-observe kanina. Nagsisenyasan na naman si Honorable Fernandez at saka si Madam Cassandra Ong. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung ganon. Sabi naman ni Madam Cassandra Ong, ganon. Tapos gusto pa niyang kunin yung aking sandwich, ibibigay doon kay Madam Cassandra Ong. Sabi ko, bakit isa lang bibigyan mo? So, binigyan din niya si Madam Alice Go ng sandwich. Sabi ko naman, baka magselos si Mayor Dong Kalugay. Pumunta ako dun sa kitchen, pakibigyan nyo nga ng sandwich si Mayor Kalugay kasi baka magselos. So, Mr. Chair, marami pong salamat sa opportunity na binigay nyo sa akin.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. You may now continue, Congressman Fernandez. And please,
Hindi pa ako tapos. For the information of Chairman Akop, that two burgers that I received a while ago, I told the waiter to bring it to Mr. Tony Yang. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, doon pinadala sa kanila. Anyway, PBDEC, pasensya na po kayo, PBDEC. This is all about you. This time, it's all about you. PBDEC, kayo po ay, noong 2021, sino po ang administrator ng PBDEC? At Attorney Labinya. Pompey?
Hindi po attorney, Pompey Lavinia lang.
Pompey Labinya. You were the administrator during that time.
2021, up to November 12, 2021.
And during that time, you remember that a certain Attorney Les Gusey of the Legal Service Division and a certain Colonel Pete Dakipil have notified the Office of the Administrator of a certain email coming from Director Alikpala that indeed there was an incident regarding the docking of a vessel from Vietnam at Pilsanji Port. Do you remember this incident?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And on January 30, the Security Service Division received tip-offs on alleged rice and drug smuggling going on at the Pilsanja Port doon kay Mr. Tony Ong. Is this correct?
That's right, Your Honor. That the text message was sent to me, and I alerted the security division.
And a vessel from Vietnam dock at the Pilsanjia Port was subjected to heightened alert as there was a need for PhilBidec management to be on guard against a repeat of the Verde Soco incident, where PhilBidec employees and the former administrator were subjected to press and congressional inquiries. Is this correct?
That's right. I was very worried of something like that happening again, so we acted on the intel that came to my cell phone that there might be smuggled rice, and there was even, I think somebody told me verbally, possibly illegal drugs.
And that voyage of the vessel MB Bin Puk 168 carried loads of 2,900 metric tons of rice. Am I correct?
I cannot remember the exact amount, but it should be in the documents, Your Honor.
And on January 31, 2021, you personally went to the port in order to check
That's right, Your Honor.
if there was indeed an alleged rice and drug smuggling.
That's correct.
And the cargo was held there as need to be checked by Pilsanjia Port dahil hindi siya pwedeng magpasok ng rice because it has no permit to operate as a commercial port. Tama?
Opo, because they actually had there was already a board resolution approving its operation as a commercial port that was
yes,
that was approved the previous term, but then they had not complied with all the conditions, including public hearing, publication of tariffs, consultation with the other port operators. We have 13 ports in FIBIDEC, Your Honor.
So in other words, Mr. Pompey Labinya, you were saying that there was a certificate of board resolution number 2841 series of 2020 which was approved by the former administrator. And who is the former administrator?
By the board, Your Honor, but including
By the
the
board.
former administrator. The
And
administrator cannot approve it by himself.
And that internal document was not meant for public consumption.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So, Attorney Quijano, So why was there a resolution granting granting Sanjia a permit to operate commercially?
Your Honor, in the beginning, as they built the plant, Your Honor, the purpose is to manufacture steel bars out from scrap and steel materials, which are both domestically available and from abroad. And therefore, Your Honor, the subsequent request of Sanja was for the issuance of a permit for a port. The request was submitted to the board, Your Honor, for its approval. Subsequently, Your Honor, the board of FIBIDEC approved the request for the building direction of a port, Your Honor.
Yes. Why do you have to approve a board resolution converting that port into a commercial port without persecuting?
No, there is
no...
no...
Wait. I'm still have the floor. While you haven't secured yet a permit coming from the DNR who issued an ECC.
Your Honor, the permit, if you will notice, subjects itself to all the government requirements, including public hearing, Your Honor.
Attorney Quijano, ang sinasabi ko po, bakit hindi muna kumuha sa DNR ng ECC dahil yung ECC nakasabi doon, hindi siya for commercial port. Di ba? Kung hindi pa siya commercial port, walang karapatan ang board ninyo, including you, to approve such resolution converting that to a commercial port.
Your Honor,
ang dami po natin dapat kunin munang mga dokumento coming from the national agency before a resolution can be secured from PBDEC.
wala pong converting, Your Honor.
Ha?
The request for a port was hindi po converting to a commercial port. Ang request po ng Sanja was for a port.
Yes.
So, binigyan po ng board ng approval for a port. Yung issue ng conversion, Your Honor, like what was pointed out by Administrator Lavinia, was subsequent because when the port was finished, it was already during the watch of Administrator Lavinia, Your Honor.
Yes.
My term was July 2017 to September 2020, Your Honor.
So for your information, Attorney Quijana, ito ang nilalaman ng inyong resolution. Resolved to grant the intent of Pilsangia Port to engage in commercial operation subject to public hearing or consultation.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, since walang public hearing or consultation, so meaning, hindi mo siya mako-convert into commercial port. Am I correct?
I agree, Your Honor.
Yes. Bakit nakapasok yung mga rice? And I don't know if there is drug inside.
Your Honor, that was not during my watch anymore, Your Honor.
Sino to? Mr. Pompey Lavinia. Bakit?
Bakit po nakapasok?
Yes. Dahil hindi pa naman siya pwede mag-function as commercial port. But you allow to enter all those 2,900 metric tons of rice. Because it's not commercially operated yet.
That's right.
Ang sinabi nyo dito, unless a public hearing or consultation must be subjected first.
That's right, Your Honor.
Have you conducted a public hearing?
At the time, there was no public hearing. That's why we intercepted the boat because there was even no permission for the boat to land.
Yeah, but would you allow the enter of the 2,900 metric tons? Eventually, you have decided to release all those 2,900. And I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Andito nakalagay. At 1:11 p.m. of February 2021, Attorney Gusay informed the administrator that she has verified with BOC Collector John Simon by phone call that the documents of the importation are in order and that BOC has also verified with Regional Director of NICA that there is no alert order for the importation. Suddenly, nagkaroon na ng clearance. A meeting was requested by Collector John Simon with the PBDEC representative in the afternoon. Attorney Gusay was allowed by the administrator to attend the meeting. A report on what transpired during the meeting was submitted by Attorney Gusay on February 2021. During the meeting, Attorney Noe S. Penillo Jr. disclosed that PBDEC 1A will be in trouble if the cargo was not released immediately. Sino ang sinasabi ni Noah L. Espinillo Jr., attorney, na kapag hindi na-release ang cargo, PBDEC will be in trouble?
Tama po. We were being threatened by the Bureau of Customs that if we did not release the cargo, I would actually be liable for cases.
Sino sa Bureau of Customs ang nagsabi na you will be in trouble pag hindi na-release ang mga bigas na hindi pa naman siya commercial port? Sino?
I think it's in the report, Your Honor.
What's the name?
Who did it?
You tell me.
I
I'm
think
going
it's,
to look for it.
I don't have copy of the report, but I think it's the lawyer of the shipper and then Manuel, was it Manuel? The BIR, the customs the customs person in charge in FIBIDEC at the time.
Who's the...
And in fact, Your Honor,
Commissioner Guerrero?
No, si Commissioner Guerrero, nag-imbestiga si Secretary Dominguez after. Because they were actually thinking that I was holding the view of the customs and the view of the Department of Finance that I was holding the cargo illegally.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I know that this will take so long, no? This will take so long. We are not done yet. It's already 11:30 and I have an issue first with the immigration. But, Labinya, Attorney Labinya, Pompey Labinya.
Yes po.
We will be inviting you over again in the next hearing.
Opo.
We have to settle this issue. And we will be inviting those Bureau of Customs who have signed the release of this illegal smuggling of price sa Sanjia. Not yet a commercial port, pero ni-release. And even, yung initial indication that there are illegal drugs, shipment inside, was also cleared by NICA. Am I correct?
Yes, after the dog, I had the canine dog sniff all of the cargo, Your Honor. And then the report that we got had come from NICA. That was what they said. But then NICA denied that there was such an intel report, Your Honor. But of course, I cannot verify 100% that the report actually came from NICA. I was told that the report came from NICA.
Okay, thank you so much. In the Mindanao Container Terminal, you know that Mindanao Container Terminal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung 48 hectares under the PBDEC port natin?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which is being handled by the ICSTI?
Yes, Your Honor.
And during that time, there is a designated examination area. Di ba meron tayong designated, tinatawag natin DEA?
Opo.
Meron tayong DEA, designated examination area.
Opo.
During your time, nasaan ang designated examination area? Yung x-ray natin na supposedly, di ba? Yun na nag-check ng mga pumapasok nating cargo. Saan siya nakapwesto? Sa loob ng Mindanao Container Terminal o outside, nakalagay doon sa PBDEC?
If I remember correctly, Your Honor, nasa labas.
Yes, why? Why did you allow this? Who contracted the contract with Golden Sun and the PBDEC for a 30 years up to 2030? The contract together with the Golden Sun. Yung x-ray natin, wala sa loob, naandun sa labas. Paano natin ma-check ang lahat na pumapasok na kargamento kung nasa labas siya?
Tama po yun. Existing na po yun when I came in, so I don't know who contracted
And why you did not check it and try to cancel that contract? Wala na tayong ma-check, Mr. Chairman. Lahat ng papasok doon dinadala sa PBDEC, doon ine-x-ray. Sige, Mr. Quijano.
Yeah, Your Honor. During my watch, Your Honor, I called the attention of Mindanao
Container Terminal.
No, the inspection unit for X-ray. In fact, Your Honor, I brought one of the X-ray units inside. However, you know, Your Honor, because of that, I got the heat, and the people operating the X-ray got so angry. Eventually, Your Honor, customs insisted.
And who owns the Golden Sun that operate as a service provider for that X-ray?
I cannot...
What is the name? Kilala mo to. You tell us.
I cannot with certainty say that, Your Honor, because I was not a contracting party of Golden Sun. The Golden Sun contract was entered into before my watch, Your Honor.
Mr. Pompey, who owns the Golden Sun?
I do not know, Your Honor, but the documents should be in FIBIDEC.
PBD, kayo pareho eh. Ba't hindi nyo alam? Is it Dennis Oy? Yes or no?
Ano po?
Dennis Uy.
I don't recognize that name, Your Honor.
Sa Golden Sun? Yes or no? Hindi.
I don't recognize the name. I don't know.
Hindi mo kilala ni Dennis Uy?
Hindi ko po kilala.
Ikaw, Mr. Quilano, hindi nyo kilala?
I haven't read the contents of the contract, Your Honor.
And the contract states up to 2030.
Yeah, it was
Correct?
the previous administration, Your Honor.
And the X-ray, it's outside the terminal.
Unfortunately, Your Honor, despite my protestation, it was brought out by the customs
At
men.
dito papasok ang lahat ng hindi mo dumadaan sa X-ray. Mr. Chairman, all the cargos na nanggagaling po sa Mindanao Container Terminal, dumadaan sa kanilang X-ray doon sa labas ng terminal. Saan ka naman nakakita ng ganitong klase ng... Correct. Nakalabas na yung cargo bago may dadaan sa X-ray. And they have contract until 2030. Mr. Chairman, we need to investigate this further. Punta po tayo sa immigration. Immigration. Doon sa Miss Alice Go, remember that we have talked about the yung mga nahuli na mga 323 na mga Chinese sa Baofu. And remember that sabi ko sa iyo na kung may kilala ka sa immigration and you attended a Christmas party kay Attorney Carlos Capulong.
Yes po, Your Honor.
And you told me na kilala mo siya at ikaw yung guest speaker sa Christmas party.
Your Honor, I was invited. Hindi naman po talagang guest speaker po.
Pero you are special kasi nga ako hindi nga ako naiimbita dun. Ikaw naiimbita. Sorry ako. Okay. Mr. Attorney Carlos Capulong, gaano mo kakilala si Alice Go?
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon.
Mr.
Good
Chair.
evening.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Mag-good morning na, 30 minutes na lang.
Yes, sir.
Gaano mo kakilala si Miss Alice Go?
Good friend, Your Honor.
How good is the friendship?
We met over time, Your Honor. We met sometime May 2021, and then communicating. Then sometimes we go out for lunch or dinner, and then during that time I saw her. When I met her, she was not a mayor yet. She was an ordinary citizen. She was a businesswoman. And then I met her again personally during, I think it was sometime September of 2022. I went to the opening of Clark International Airport. All the LGUs of Pampanga and Tarlac were there. It was the opening. It was together with all the officials, and the president was there. My commissioner was there, and that's the time we...
Bakit naman siya naisipan mong imbitahan sa Christmas party?
Well, actually, it was just a chance invitation, Your Honor. Because since we met September, then we talked, and then we have
Attorney Capulong, ano mga pinamigay ni Alice Go during the Christmas party?
Actually po, I cannot remember, Your Honor, because I did not even ask her to bring anything.
Pero those who were there told us na namigay siya ng ampaw.
Actually, hindi po totoo yun, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige.
I asked them again.
You are under oath, Attorney
Yes, Your
Capulong.
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the former Port Operator Operation Division? Ikaw namamahala ng mga airports and seaports sa buong Pilipinas mula 2019 hanggang 2022?
No, Your Honor. I was appointed or designated, Your Honor, 2021 March and then until 2023 February, Your Honor.
So 2021 ka hanggang 2023
February, Your Honor.
na Port Operator Division, Operation Division.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ikaw ang chief,
Acting Chief, Your Honor.
acting chief. So in other words, nakikita mo lahat ng labas, ng mga manifest, ng lahat ng mga bumabiyahe, ng lahat ng eroplano, lahat ng mga ship. Am I correct?
We can check, Your Honor. We can check po.
What?
Pwede po namin i-check, Your Honor.
Of course, you're the chief division na operating
Yes, Your Honor.
Ikaw yun.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes,
Di ba?
Mr. Chair.
Kung ikaw ang pinaka-chief, alam mo nangyayari sa lahat ng airports, sa lahat ng seaports sa buong Pilipinas. Am I correct? And you were assigned. And you were assigned sa Region 3. Napa-assign ka ba doon? Area ng Bamban. Region 3. Napa-assign ka, yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Hindi ka napa-assign?
Can I clarify, Your
Hindi.
Honor?
Tinatanong ko, klaro, napa-assign ka ba sa Region 3?
I was assigned way back 2010, Your Honor, sa Clark International Airport.
As an alien control officer.
No, Your Honor.
Saan ka na-assign doon?
Nung na-assign po ako sa
Clark Region.
Clark International Airport, Your Honor, that was 2010.
2010.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor, until 2012, Your Honor.
Hanggang 2012. Anong position mo doon?
Acting Head Supervisor, Your Honor. Mr. Chair.
You have a law firm, attorney?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Are you related to Michelle Mabute?
No, Your Honor.
Isn't she your girlfriend?
No, Your Honor.
You have a child with her?
No, Your Honor.
Are you sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I want to make it sure. Right now you are suspended, am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are you suspended?
It stemmed for a case that a visa that I prepared and reviewed two visas, Your Honor, that I prepared and reviewed, and then it was approved by the Board of Commissioners. And then after post-audit, Your Honor, it was determined that there was a problem with regard to, I'm not sure, Your Honor, with the non-registration of the entity, Your Honor.
Okay. During the time that you were with not yet suspended, together with Attorney Gemma de la Cruz, Attorney Siriban, and Attorney Vera, were you a part of the hearing officer who heard the 9G visa?
Yes,
or
Your
no?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, okay. And during the time that you have been a part of these hearing officers, have you encountered yung issue nung 323 na mga na-apprehend doon sa Bamban?
No, Your Honor.
No.
I was in the airport that time, Your Honor.
And during that time, you have already established your position in that area. Am I correct?
What area, Your Honor?
Yung current before you were suspended.
Saang position po? I was at the airport, Your Honor, 2021 to 2023 February, Your Honor.
Kasi alam mo, Attorney Carlos, hindi naman sa pinagbibintangan kita. Ako lang naman. Pero nag-wonder lang po ako dahil kayo po yung Port Operation Division Chief for 2021 to 2023. And then, yung kaibigan mo, si Alice Go, na kasama mo sa Christmas party, and she was able to leave the country, na nagulo ang buong Pilipinas, hindi malaman kung saan siya dumaan. Alam mo, gulong-gulo kami, attorney. Actually, lahat ng mga Pilipino, nagtatanong paano siya nakaalis. And your friendship with her, and you being a part of that division for so long, from 2021 to 2023, give us a cloud of doubts about what really happened. But we are not accusing you of something, no? I hope you understand the role of this Quadcom in investigating deeply on what really transpired, no? And accordingly, Mr. Chairman, yung 323 na Chinese nationals na nahuli doon sa Banban, sa lugar nila Miss Alice Go, this was heard by the Bureau of Custom. Commissioner Morente, sino po ang nag-hear ng kaso ng 323 foreign nationals who were apprehended from Banban, Tarlac?
I think the figure, sir, is 332.
332,
That
yes.
was the joint operation with the NBI and the BI. The hearing officer for charging them at the legal division, I think was, it's headed by Attorney Arvin Santos. And then the Board of Special Inquiry that heard the case was the retired Attorney Ronaldo Ledesma, Your Honor.
So, si Attorney Ledesma ang hearing officer ng Bureau of Special Inquiry, Board of Inquiry. Am I correct? Siya ang
That's
Executive
correct,
Chairman of BSI, and si Attorney Ruben Casibang ang Deputy BSI. Tama?
Mr. Chair, may I clarify, please?
Yes, please.
Mr. Chair, please. Good evening. Good morning. The resolution of the case was prepared by Attorney Kalingasan of the BSI. And then it was reviewed by Attorney Casibang. And I approved the recommendation to approve. And then we submitted the approved recommendation for the approval of the Board of Commissioners.
Ang tanong ko sa iyo, Attorney Ledesma, all of these 332 foreigners, do they have AEP, Alien Employment Permit?
Mr. Chair, please, according to the records, they were charged under Section 37A7 because they were not properly documented and they did not have valid working visas and permits.
Yes, correct. But the case against the 249 Chinese nationals were all dismissed. In other words, hindi sila na-deport.
That is correct, Mr.
At
Chair.
andito sila sa Pilipinas, gumagala pa rin sila. Correct?
I do not know if they're still here in the
Yes.
Philippines, Mr. Chair.
Andito sila.
It's been 3 years.
Now, ang tanong ko sa iyo, the process of getting a 9G visa is to have the AEP, correct?
Mr. Chair, please, the process of issuing
No,
9G...
no. Answer me. Ang sinasabi ko, the process of getting a 9G visa is to secure an AEP coming from the Department of Labor and
Yes,
Employment.
Mr. Chair.
Correct?
Yes,
Tama.
Mr. Chair. That is
Okay.
the primary
Ang tanong ko sa iyo,
requirement.
Attorney Ledesma, yung 249 na pinakawalan ninyo, meron ba silang AEP na galing sa DOLE?
According to the records... and
According to the records
according
o
to the
according to the
report,
DOLE? Did you have a due diligence sa DOLE about the AEP prior to your issuance of 9G visa to those 249 Chinese nationals? Do you have?
We did not check
You did
the
not
AEP,
get a due
Mr.
diligence
Chair.
from DOLE? DOLE. Please, DOLE. Asan ang DOLE? We invited DOLE. Can you kindly tell us kung yung sa Banban, Tarlac, that was apprehended by NBI and Bureau of Immigration have AEP. How many AEPs did you release for Hongshen?
Good evening, Mr. Chair. I'm Pago Magtoto from Dole Region 3. So, per our alien employment permit monitoring system, sir, both old and new, for year 2021, we have issued 19 AEPs or alien employment permits. And for the year 2022, Your Honors, Mr. Chair, we issued 34.
Wait, 2021, you issued how many AEPs?
19, Mr. Chair.
19. Oh, Sir, Attorney Ledesma, they issued 19 AEPs, a requirement prior to the issuance of 9G visa. Para sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan, this 9G visa, kapag sinecure mo, mabibigyan mo ng 3 taon dito magtatrabaho yung mga Chinese national na yan. Kaya ayaw nila ng SWP o yung tinatawag nating working permit. Dahil yon 6 months lang yon. And AEP is one of the requirement of the 9G visa para makapagtrabaho dito yung mga Chinese na yan. And, of course, dapat, kung magtatrabaho sila dito, priority natin ang mga Pilipino. Pero hindi pina-prioritize. Saan ang galing, Attorney Ledesma? Kung 19 lamang ang nakuwang nabigay nilang AEP doon sa Hongshen, yung nahuli doon na 332, pinakawalan nyo yung 249, okay? Saan ang galing ang AEP nila?
They were charged, Mr. Chair, with working without visas and permits.
Oo nga pero bakit nyo nga dinismiss Tapos pinakawalan nyo yung 249
It's a matter of the rules of evidence, Mr. Chair. That's why they were released.
Wala na nga silang AEP. Di ba? Sinasabi na ng Dole, 19 lang ang AEP. Yung 249 na dinismiss nyo, pinakawalan nyo. Wala silang AEP. In other words, kung wala silang AEP, hindi nyo sila pwede bigyan ng 9G visa. Correct? Yes or no?
We do not issue 9Gs, Mr. Chair, the BSI.
So anong in-issue nyo sa kanila?
The 9G visas are issued by the Board of Commissioners through the Legal Division.
Of course.
Not the BSI.
At dumadaan yan sa Board of Inquiries, of Special Inquiry. Don't fool me. Dumadaan sa Board of Inquiries yan. Dumadaan sa inyo. Yes.
Alien employment permits, Mr. Chair, during my time there at the Bureau of Immigration, we do not process 9Gs.
Hindi nyo pinaprocess ang 9Gs because ang nag-a-approve nun, Commissioner.
The 9G visa applications are processed by the Legal Division.
Legal Division, yes. And then, saan sa dadating? Dadaling siya sa, bago siya dumating sa, sino pumipirma sa kanila? Mga commissioners, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And you are one of the commissioner.
Mr. Chair?
You were one of the commissioner during that time, correct?
I was the executive chairman of the Board of Special Inquiry.
Of course, but you are also the commissioner. Tama? Yes or no? Commissioner ka din Assign ka lang sa Board of Inquiry Tama? Ikaw ay isa sa commissioner during that time, and then you were assigned as the head of executive director of the Board of Special Inquiry. Di ba? Are you a commissioner during that time? Yes or no?
What date, Mr. Chair?
I'm asking. You know very well kung kailan ka naging commissioner. Ba't ako tatanungin mo?
I was never commissioner, Mr. Chair.
Ano ka doon?
Officer in charge.
Officer in charge. You were not a former commissioner of the BOI?
Never.
Ayan o. Are you Rolando de Ledesma?
Never a commissioner.
Mr. Chairman, I will show you. Ayan ang pangalan niya. Ronaldo Ledesma, officer in charge, commissioner. Hindi ka ba?
I'm not.
Wait.
I was officer in charge, not commissioner,
Okay,
Mr.
Mr. Chairman. You are OIC.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Function mo is still
I
commissioner.
was OIC.
But your function is still commissioner. OIC ka.
In 2010.
Okay. Alam mo, Attorney Ledesma, please, you were an OIC.
I was an OIC, Mr.
O yan.
Chair. 2010.
OIC commissioner.
OIC lang ho nakalagay sa akin. Hindi
Tama.
commissioner.
How many Chinese people have you recognized during your incumbency?
Mr. Chair.
I don't remember, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Congressman Acop, with the indulgence of Congressman Fernandez.
Ano bang diferensya ng OIC at saka OIC Commissioner? Mr. Ledesma, you answer the questions properly.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The Commissioner
And
can
you
act-
wait for the acknowledgement of the chairman before you answer.
I'm
That's
sorry,
the
Mr.
rule.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair.
Okay, proceed.
The
Okay.
the
Tanong ko, are you asking something?
No. Let him reply first. Sige, what is your response?
An officer in charge has limited powers, Mr. Chair. He cannot perform acts concerning policies. He operates only on the basis of running the daily affairs of the office. But the commissioner can implement policies, serious policies and guidelines. At ang OIC, Mr. Chair, he often takes directions from the Secretary of Justice, while a commissioner can exercise his discretion on important matters.
What are the instances when there is a need to appoint an OIC?
Often when, may I answer, Mr. Chair?
Yes, please.
Often when there is a vacancy and the vacancy for a commissioner or a deputy commissioner is vacated.
Now, if there is a vacancy and an OIC is appointed and there is a need to change a policy of the immigration, can you not perform the duty of a regular commissioner?
We have to seek the permission of the Secretary, Mr. Chair. In fact, the orders, instructions have to be countersigned by the Secretary.
I agree, because everything that the commissioners, how many commissioners there are in the Bureau?
There is one commissioner and there are two deputy commissioners.
Two deputy commissioners.
Right now, there are 3 deputy commissioners, Mr. Chair.
So in the event that a policy must be changed, who proposes changes in the policy? Is it the DOJ, the SOJ, or it should come from the commissioners or the members of the commission?
It can be a proposal submitted by the board. It can be a proposal submitted by the commissioner, Mr. Chair.
So in other words, pwedeng manggaling sa inyo. Pwede manggaling sa inyo. Sabi
Yes,
mo,
Mr.
pwede
Chair.
sa SOJ, pwede sa inyo eh. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, ang tanong kasi sa iyo kanina ni Congressman Dan Fernandez, were you ever appointed as a commissioner? Sabi mo no, OIC lang. You're trying to give us an answer that you probably feel that cannot pinpoint to you directly being or effectively performing the function of a commissioner. Yun din yun eh. Di ba? Yun din yun eh, di ba? Practically all the functions of a commissioner can be done by an OIC except on matters where policy will be proposed, correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Di 99%, ganun din yun. Dahil
Yes,
pang sinagot, tinatanong ka lang niya kanina kung nag-commissioner ka eh.
Hindi kasi nagpapalusot lang Mr. Chairman sila Alam mo, ito yung bagong alam mo nakakalungkot, yung pastillas gang na sinasabi nila. Napalitan niya ng pipino gang. Pipino. Mga peking Pilipino na pinalulusot nila. Yung mga peking AEP. Na wala naman silang in-issue na AEP Ang Dolly 19 lang Tapos, meron doon, may AEP, nakalusot, dinismiss nila yung kaso, pinakawalan nila 249 ng mga Chinese, na ngayon kasalumuhan natin, yung mga foreigners na yon. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, I will show you something. Dahil ito sa ginagawa nila, yung recognizing, yung ating pong mga Chinese, mga national, ayan, marami silang mga taga-ombudsman, sa ombudsman, sa mga Bureau of Immigration, na mga empleyado nila, na sukang-suka na sa nangyayari sa loob. Meron tinatawag silang Gucci gang sa loob. Meron silang tinatawag na pastillas gang at ang pinakamalaki ay ang Filipino gang. Pipino gang. Dahil mga peking Pilipino. Mr. Chairman, pakita niyo yung yung nirecognize nilang mga, saan ka naman nakakita, Mr. Chairman? 60 years old. 60 years old. Ha? I-recognize mo. Late registration, 60 years old, 50 years old, 49 years old. Recognize. At ang sinasabi, Chinese father or mother or ang mother ay Chinese tapos Pilipina ang mother o kaya father. And then kukuha ng birth certificate na late registration, makikita nyo yan. Yung mga nandyan, 60, 50, 49. Yung mga Chinese na yan, Mr. Chairman, 18 years old pa lamang, pwede na lang piliin kung ano sila, Pilipino o Chinese. During that time of being an 18-year-old, doon ka mamili kung sino ka, kung Pilipino ka o Chinese. Pero 60 years old, 49, ganito kakapal ang inaprubahan nyo. Isa pa lamang ang nakukuha ko. Saying that all these Chinese became Filipino. Kaya dumadami ang mga Chinese sa atin because of you.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong tanungin si Atty. Ledesma, bakit naging OIC ka dahil walang commissioner?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
O ibig sabihin, ikaw ang commissioner. Walang commissioner, ikaw ang OIC. Ibig sabihin, ikaw ang commissioner. Mr. Chair, I would like to declare that I'm going to file a resolution investigating the Bureau of Customs. The Bureau of Immigration.
And Mr. Chairman, I'll be allotting, Mr. Chairman, I'll be allotting my 2-month salary here in Congress sa mga matitino nating mga kababayan na nandiyan sa Bureau of Immigration na makakapagturo kung paano nakataka si Alice Go using our airports or seaports. Yung 2 buwang sweldo ko, ibibigay ko sa inyo. Help us. This Quadcom is serious in cleaning our government. Join us, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, kayo nung mabibigay?
Hindi, sa makakapagturo kung paano nakataas. I'm pretty sure, Mr. Chairman, because I have checked the CAAP. Ang CAAP, meron silang mga biyahe papunta ng Kota Kinabalu, papunta ng Singapore, galing sa Clark, galing sa Subic, galing sa Palawan, walang passenger. And they know the ports. They know the seaports. They handle the division of checking those flights going out and going in. Maluluwag ang mga seaports natin. Maluluwag ang mga airports natin. And our people, hindi lahat sa immigration, thank you to all those immigration officers and employees who are faithful to their duty. But to those who are bad eggs, sorry, pero magkalaban tayo. Linisin natin ang gobyerno, tulungan ninyo ako, 2 buwan na sweldo ko, ibibigay ko sa makakapagturo kung paano nakataka si Alice Go with the help of our immigration officers. Mr. Chairman, maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Congressman Dan Fernandez. So, Congressman Abante and then Congressman Gonzales. Congressman Abante.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat po sa more than 1 hour na interpellation ni Congressman Fernandez. Pero maganda naman. Maganda naman. Kahit na more than 1 hour yan. Maraming tayong nakita. Oo. Salamat sapagkat ibinigay mo ang 2 buwan mong sweldo. Iniisip ko rin, bibigay ko sana eh. Kaya lang, wag na muna. Anyway, I'd like to ask a question to Dipaok. Mr. Casio, are you aware that there is a Pogo Hub somewhere in Bulacan?
We are not aware of a hub, Mr. Chair, but there are reports supposedly of an applicant, if I am not mistaken.
There are reports?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know a certain Mayor Cholo Bilago?
Not personally, Mr. Chair.
Not personally. But have you heard that in his own place, there is a Pogo Hub or what you call it?
We will have to double check the report submitted to us by PAGCOR if the pertained Pogo operations in Bulacan is in his place. But I have no personal knowledge, Mr. Chair.
Can you check that, please?
Yes, sir. We will check the reports given to us by PAGCOR, sir.
I would like to ask Alice Goo. Kilala niyo po ba? Kilala niyo si Cholo Bulago?
Your Honor, yes po, kilala ko po.
Kilala mo siya?
Opo, kilala ko po.
Kilala mo rin si Jeffrey Samson?
Sorry, Your Honor, one more time po. Sorry po, ano pong pangalan?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Samson po, hindi po.
Teka. Tinan ko maigi kung tama yung ano ko, ha? Pero, gaano mo kilala si Cholo Bulago?
Your Honor, kilala ko po siya bilang mayor po ng San Rafael, Bulacan po.
Matagal mo na siyang kilala?
Hindi po.
JP Samson. Kilala mo ba siya?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Siya ba ay business partner mo?
Your Honor, hindi naman po business partner. May mga, ano lang po, yung mga commission po ng mga cars po before.
Kilala mo rin siguro si General Bong Karamat, di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor. Yung wife po niya, mayor po.
Sino?
Si Mayor Maya. Wife
Hindi.
po niya.
Kilala mo si General Bong Karamat?
Opo, yes, Your Honor.
Paano mo siya nakilala?
Nakilala ko po siya, Your Honor, through his wife po.
Ilang taon mo nang kilala si Mayor Cholo?
Mayor Cholo, parang last year lang po.
Last year lang.
Opo.
How about Jeffrey Samson?
JP Samson, matagal ko na po kakilala.
Mr. Chair, I would like to make a motion that we invite these two personalities in our hearings on Season 2, Mr. Chair.
Comsec, please take note of the names mentioned by Congressman Abante and to be invited in our next committee hearing.
Kay Tony Young, you're still very young. Tony Young. How old are you now? Saan yung ating interpreter dyan? Ilan taong ka na?
55 or 54.
55? 54?
1970.
Can we have the interpreter here, please? So, I just would like to ask, na-expire na raw yung contract niya. She went out. Pero naiintindihan mo ba yung sinasabi ko? Konti lang, no? Konti lang, no? Ito, tatanungin kita. Kanina, sabi mo na naging maganda ang negosyo mo dahil meron kang nagtrabaho ka, may perseverance ka, may integrity ka. Yun ang sabi mo kanina, di ba? Oo. Bakit dito ka sa Pilipinas nagnegosyo, hindi sa China?
Kasabot ka, Bisaya?
Marunong ba Chinese?
Kasabot ka, Bisaya?
Pero si Alice Go, pwede makatulong. Can you help? Okay. Ang tanong ko ganito, bakit, sabi niya kasi, kaya gumanda ang kanyang negosyo rito because of hard work, perseverance, and integrity. Ngayon, ang tanong ko ganito, bakit siya nagnegosyo sa Pilipinas, hindi sa China?
Mr. Chair, can we hear Alice Go speak in Chinese? Please use the microphone.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pakitanggal mo yung ano mo. Tanggal mo.
Medyo nagkakap
Walang
po
germs
kasama.
dito masyado. Okay, can we hear the answer, please? Can you speak in Chinese and tell him?
Sige po. 英文话说，你敢若是用菲律宾做生意，唔是用大陆做生意？
因為我來菲律賓阮做年咯，按一位石佬吧，按一位習慣咯石佬吧。
Your Honor, matagal na daw po siya dito sa Pilipinas at nakasanayan na daw po niya dito.
Di kaya nga, ang tanong ko ganito, bakit dito siya sa Pilipinas? Bakit dito sa Pilipinas? Nagtayo ng negosyo, hindi sa China. Sapagkat sa China, pwede rin siya maging persevering, pwede rin siya magkaroon ng integrity, pwede rin siya magkaroon ng hard work. Bakit dito sa Pilipinas, nagtayo ng negosyo, hindi sa China?
伊嘅意思是講說，你敢若是選擇點咧菲律賓，唔是選擇點咧中國做生意。你用中國嘛是有法人也骨力地做生意，敢若唔是用中國，敢若是選擇菲律賓。
因為當時佇中國出來了咯，咱就按水反久咯吧，按水反久咯，大家咱也習慣咯吧，生活習慣咯，參。
你也有講下那我哋直接講。
我袂曉講啊。
Your Honor, ang sabi po niya, nakasanayan na daw po niya dito sa atin sa Pilipinas.
Hindi naman siya Pilipino eh.
Tama ba yun, Cassie?
Iba yung Filipino, Chinese. Hindi naman siya Pilipino, Chinese siya eh. Hindi siya naging Pilipino, Chinese. Di ba? Tama?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ayun, tama daw.
Pakitanong nga siya.
Ikong sa dito唔是菲律賓lang，你是中國lang。
伊个说若是伫我心内哦，按水反久咯，我家己都认为，像说咱是菲律賓人咯吧。
Ano sabi? Ano yung kasi? Go ahead.
伊只只是第一问你看说，为什么你选择菲律宾唔是大陆？
因为菲律賓這個環境咱習慣咯吧，來反久咯吧。因為菲律賓ako baka taga lok baka hinay sa bilang.
Mr.
Kasi
Chairman.
ako sa dito. Oh.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Overtime.
Mr. Chair, with the indulgence of Congressman Abante, in the next hearing of the Quadcom, we'll not be asking for an interpreter anymore because Miss Alice Go will do the job for us.
Okay.
Yes, can we have the answer, please?
Oh.
Okay, 继续。Let's continue.
Di bale, sasagutin ko na lang. You tell him sapagkat dito sa Pilipinas, nabibili niya ang ibang opisyal dito ng pera. Meron ba siyang kaso sa China? Meron siyang kaso?
Wala pa.
Any kaso? Wala pa daw.
Wala.
Wala kang kaso.
Wala.
Pero mo, alam mo yung kaso.
你在中国没有案件？
沒有啊。他說什麼？
在中国没有案件。
Kita nyo? Nahuli natin. Marunong mag-Tagalog to, nakakaintindi. Huling-huli.
有些一點懂，有些不懂，有些聽懂說不出來。
Yeah, sometimes I understand, sometimes I don't, and sometimes I cannot express myself.
Yes, oo. Sabi niya wala siyang kaso sa China. Correct.
Yeah, 所以你在中国没有案件。
Pero dito may kaso na siya.
但是你在这里有案件，你在这里菲律宾有案件。
什麼案件啊？
Anong case daw po? Anong kaso daw po?
Teka, pakisabi nga, Mr. Casio, yung kaso niya. Immigration law. Pakisabi.
Mr. Presentation, so he is now dubbed and he is alleged to be an undesirable alien.
就是不接受、不欢迎的外国人。你在菲律宾不是不受欢迎的外国人。
Can you imagine? You have been an undesirable alien for 25 years, but you are able to put up a big business in this country. Niloloko mo kami mga Pilipino. Yun ang ibig sabihin. Pakisabi nga sa kanya, niloloko kami mga Pilipino. Niloloko mo kami. Sabihin mo, alam niya eh. Teka, alam mo, di ba? Niloloko. Alam mo yung niloloko? Kunyari ka pa eh. Niloloko mo ko eh.
你在骗我们菲律宾人，他是这样说。
没有啊，今天没有啊。
No, I didn't. No.
我今天没有骗他。
I'm not really loco. I'm not loco.
Hindi ko siyang sabihin, loko-loko siya.
I'm not loco.
Ang ibig sabihin, niloloko niya ang Pilipino. He is making a big fool sa mga Pilipino natin. Pakisaya mo nga sa kanya, please.
你在当我们菲律宾人是白痴，你在骗我们。
没有啊，今天啊，我都不知道他怎么这样想我。
I don't know why you're thinking of me in that way.
Huh?
I don't know why you're thinking of me in that way.
I don't know why you're here.
我不知道你怎么懂得我刚才说的。他们说你在骗我们菲律宾人。
Kung ako, Mr. Chair, kukumpiskahin na lang yung yaman nito at pauwi na sa China ito. Anyway, as we conclude this 7th hearing tonight, and we are going to start with Season 2 with our teleserye in Congress, I am deeply disturbed, Mr. Chair, by the testimonies we have heard thus far. The narratives of our witnesses reveal a troubling reality, a reality where little value is placed on human life. It is with a heavy heart that we are confronted with this painful truth of men and women in uniform who have sworn before God and before men to serve and protect the Filipino people were transformed from being agents of justice into agents of injustice just because of the love of money. As it says in Galatians chapter 6, verse number 7, and I quote, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." It's just like what Congressman Romy Acob said, this is now the time of reckoning. This verse serves as a powerful reminder that every action has corresponding consequences, and that those who commit evil will eventually face judgment, no matter how they try to hide from human law. One may be able to evade the judgment of men, but no one will be able to avoid the judgment of our Lord. Based on the testimonies and evidence we have gathered, this representation reiterates the recommendations that, in my view, can address the issues we have unearthed as regards extrajudicial killings. Number 1, enact a law which defines extrajudicial killings committed by any public officer, personal authority, or agent of a personal authority as a heinous crime. Extrajudicial killing may be defined as, I quote, "any killing under than that imposed by the state pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of heinous crimes," end of quote. The penalty of life imprisonment shall be imposed upon those who may be held liable for the offense. It shall also define salvaging as murder or killing committed or ordered by any person, public officer, personal authority, or agent of personal authority. Moreover, a presumption of administrative negligence may be defined as arising from an increase in the number of extrajudicial killings or salvaging in the area of responsibility of any public officer, personal authority, or agent of personal authority, with the exception of areas declared by government as combat zones or conflict areas, and despite continuous allocation and disbursement of intelligence funds or similar allocations from the local government to such public officers. This proposed law will send a clear message that such violations of the right to life does not have a place in our society. Number two, provide reparation and compensation to victims of extrajudicial killings. The state, as duty bearer, must recognize the human rights violations committed against the victims of extrajudicial killings, torture, and other gross human rights violations committed during the war on drugs, and even here as we talk about gambling, Pogo. The state must also provide reparation, compensation, monetary and non-monetary psychosocial rehabilitation, and other effective remedies to the victims and their next of kin. It is our duty to offer some measure of solace to those who have suffered unimaginable loss at the hand of government agents. Number three, strengthen the Commission on Human Rights and grant it full authority to act on complaints or motu proprio in all cases of human rights violations. I already have filed this bill, Mr. Chair. The CHR, as an independent office created under the 1987 Constitution, must be given such other powers and functions to investigate other cases of violations of human rights that should fall within the authority of the Commission. The Commission must be provided an effective and expanded structural, operational, and functional independence, fiscal autonomy, to ensure prompt, immediate, and unrestricted discharge of its functions, and the power to issue injunctive relief and legal measures. It must also be given rightful access to police documents, right to receive regular reports on drug-related killings from concerned agencies, right to conduct unhampered investigations, and right to prescribe criminal and administrative penalties for non-compliance of concerned agencies. This will empower the Commission to pursue justice with more vigor. Number four, review Republic Act number 8551, otherwise known as the Philippine National Police Reform and Reorganization Act of 1998, and the PNP Operational Guidelines on Rules of Engagement. In the exercise of its oversight function, Congress must make a close scrutiny and review of PNP laws and guidelines. In particular, Section 39 on the powers and functions of the Internal Affairs Service of the PNP and its conduct of motu proprio automatic investigations involving different incidents, and especially those incidents where the established rules of engagement have been violated. It is time to reevaluate the policies of the police institution that have allowed these abuses to occur. Number five, create an independent and impartial mechanism or commission to investigate and bring perpetrators of drug-related extrajudicial killings to justice. The establishment of a commission to hold to account the violators of human rights in the anti-illegal drugs policy and ensure that those with command responsibilities be held accountable must be considered. Parenthetically, the Commission may also be directed to institutionalize mechanisms for providing adequate redress and reparation for the victims and their kin, including rehabilitation and support services such as access to safe houses, legal aid resources, and social and health care services. And number 6, file appropriate charges against personalities who may have committed crimes in the war on drugs during the Duterte administration. And even today, corollary to legislative powers of Congress to enact laws and to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation is to cognate action of recommending for prosecution those erring individuals who may have violated our laws. I firmly believe that the rule of law is the foundation of all of our basic rights, and where there is a culture of impunity, no rule of law could ever exist. Kaya mga kasama, sama-sama tayong lalaban sa kadiliman at sa kasamaan. Hanggang sa muli nating pagkikita, abangan ang susunod na kabanata. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Hindi, really, point of order.
What is the point of order?
I am a bit shocked when our co-chair, Chairman Abante, have delivered his closing remarks because we haven't closing yet. We're not about to close yet because there are still matters to be discussed. And you have delivered your long closing remarks, thereby granting us no recourse but to deliver our short message. Kasi nga, masyadong mahaba po yung inyong delivery.
I have no objection, Mr. Chair, as long as our colleagues would vote on what Congressman Fernandez just said.
Wala pa po tayong closing remarks, so we will be discussing the admin matters first. Am I correct, Mr. Chairman?
So, before admin, we'd like to recognize Senior Deputy Speaker Don Gonzales.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mayroon pa akong tanong na closing remarks ng aking Chairman Abante. Tataka lang ako, alis sa Pogo at Kashi, paano nagbabayad yung, di ba sugal yan, di ba? Nagre-remit yung pera from Pogo to China. Sinong representative na nangongolekta sa mga pera ng Pogo papunta sa China?
Mr. Chair, how I wish to answer pero I really have no idea po talaga.
You have no idea?
I have no idea po talaga.
Kasi alam mo, nakakapagtaka eh. Alam mo, paano pinapadala yung mga pera, yung Chinese new one ba yung pera sa China, di ba? From China, papadala sa Pilipinas. Di ba? Ngayon, pag darating yung pera dito, CNY, papapalit mo ng pesos. Ngayon, saan kinukuha yung perang yun sa pang-construct ng mga Pogo? Halimbawa, ikaw, meron kang lupa sa Bamban, sa Porac. Saan galing yung pera? Galing ba sa China? Yung pera na yon, CNY ba yon to pesos?
Your Honor,
Hindi mo rin malamang sagutin?
Actually, honestly, kung alam ko lang, sasagutin ko po talaga. I think it's better po na yung mga Chinese po ang sumagot po talaga dyan kasi sila po yung nagbabayad sa mga contractor. Never ko naman po nakausap ang contractor nila kaya hindi ko po alam kung paano po sila nagbayad.
Kaya nga tignan mo kung meron kang 46 billion, allegedly, 46 billion, saan galing yung 46 billion na yun? Pesos. AMLA. Sabay may AMLA dito? AMLA. Paano nyo machi-check yun? Hindi dadaan ng bangko yun. Manggagaling sa China yung pera, pero papapalit ng peso dito yung China.
Sir, kung sa bangko po, kung yan ay na-transact, marireport po yan as long as more than 500,000. Kung yan naman ay money exchange, marireport din po sa AMLAC, sir.
Kaso hindi money exchange, hindi sa bangko. Ang nakakapagtaka dito, from China to Philippines. Di ba? Pero pag papadala ka ng pera sa China, pulis lang, pwede nang i-freeze yung pera mo sa China, di ba? Unlike here, may proseso pa. Di ba? Bawal sa China yon. Kaya dito, ang tanong ko lang, naglalaro sa isip ko noon pa, paano makakapagbenta, makakabili ng mga properties, ng mga lupa, makakapag-build ng mga malalaking gusali all over the country, kung gagamitin nila, Chinese New CNY. Yun ang tanong ko. Paano na i-convert yung Chinese na pera sa pesos? Sino ang representante ng mga Pilipino o mga Chinese businessman na magpapalit ng pera sa atin? Ang hirap sagutin nun eh. Ako hindi ko masagot eh. Paano ka magbabayad ng multi-billion dito na may construction kang Pogo sa Bamban, Pogo sa Porac, Pogo sa Cagayan de Oro, Pogo sa lahat ng bansa? Alice, di mo ba talaga alam yun? Paano yun?
Your Honor, hindi ko po talaga alam.
Alam mo, ang hirap talaga. Ito, AMLA na kayo ha. AMLA na kayo. Pero hindi dumadaan sa bangko yan. Sa computer lang, na internet, doon dumadaan yung pera. Yun ang galing ng China. May papakita ako sa inyo. Yung proceeds ng pera sa Pogo, yung fees at winning pera from China, ipapadala yan sa China. Tapos, yung personal na account nila, ipapadala, halimbawa, I'm not saying si Cassandra o si Alice, ipapadala yan sa pera nyo. Pero hindi dadaan yan sa bangko. Paano mo babayaran yung mga supplier mo? Paano mo babayaran yung mga kontraktor mo? Kung saan nanggaling yung pera mo? Yung Pogo money, papadala yan sa China. Tama ba? Tapos yung China ngayon, papadala dito peso na. Hindi natin naintindihan, di ba? Ang hirap. Ang hirap talaga. Ako rin, nahihirapan ako eh. Kasi kung multi-billion pesos yan, paano mo idadala sa Pilipinas yung multi-billion pesos? Bawal yan. Di ho ba, AMLAC?
Kung sa China, Your Honor, I would not know the laws in their jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Ngayon, alam mo, dapat gawa tayo ng batas. Hindi lang sa banking institution. Pag-aralan din natin yan, AMLAC. Kasi dyan nang gagaling. Kung sino yung representative na kumukolekta ng Chinese New Yuan. Tapos, i-convert natin sa peso. Kaya alam mo, itong si Mr. Tony Yang, Dr. Winston, wag mong palabasin yan. Yan si Mr. Tony Yang. Nakukunwaring walang alam, pero napakaraming alam yan. Alam mo, yung pinresenta namin sa inyo, kanina, ni DSJJ, alam niya lahat. Naniniwala ka ba sa akin, Dr. Winston Casio?
I agree, SDS.
Pakiulit mo.
I agree in your contention, SDS.
So, alam mo, yan, tinan mo ha. Tama. Kunwari, walang alam yan. Pero lahat alam ni Mr. Tony Yang from kapatid niya, si Michael Yang, hanggang kay Alan Lim. Alam niya lahat yan. Kung paano nangyari ito, alam niya lahat yan. Kung makapagsalita lang ng Kapampangan to, Kapampanganan ko na lang ito eh. Di ba? Linoloko niya yata tayo. Sorry. Hindi. Ibig ko sabihin, parang ayaw niya magsalita ng totoo eh. Parang si Alice, parang si Kat.
你跟他说不能说杨买这样跟我兄弟就什么都
You cannot put together the younger brother Michael Yang and him.
他兄弟老找他治他的，我治我的，真的是这样。
We have been separated for a long time already.
Kalibay na lang palagi yan, di ba? Anyway, good morning. Good morning sa atin lahat. Today is September 28. So AMLA, Mr. Chairman, we will craft a bill kung paano natin mapapalakas hindi lang sa banking institution, meron pang ibang klaseng pamamaraan kung paano nila pinapadala yung pera para mawas nila dito sa Pilipinas. Yan po ang aking punto, kaya hinabol ko itong tanong na to sa inyo. AMLA. So, Mr. Chairman, maraming salamat sa ating lahat. Alam ko, today is September 28. Yung ating mga fellow legislators, kailangan nakabakasyon na po sila, pero nandito pa rin sila. We are very thankful to our leadership that this Quadcom serve the purpose. Serve the purpose because marami po tayong nakita na mali at kung paano natin ayusin yung mga pending laws that to strengthen our existing law in this country. So, Mr. Chairman, on behalf of this 19th Congress, thank you to the leadership, Speaker Martin Romualdez, at sa ating mga kasamang kongresista na nandito hanggang umaga, from 10 o'clock in the morning up to 12:22 this morning. So maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Gonzales. Before we finally suspend this hearing, please allow the chair to dispose of some admin matters which we deferred earlier and was supposed to have been disposed of earlier when we started. So I have here a copy. I am in receipt of a letter from Kevin Timothy San Agustin from Rojas, San Agustin, and Yason Law Offices. This is with respect to the excuse letter of Mr. A.R. De La Serna for not being able to attend today. Another excuse letter from Michelle Mabute, wherein she stated in this letter that she will be undergoing a medical procedure tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Another letter from Police Sergeant Penecito Ubales Jr., who we cited in contempt earlier and ordered to be detained at the Quezon City Jail, Station 6. Here is a letter, his letter requesting the committee to reconsider our order to detain him in Quezon City, and he'd rather be detained here in the House of Representatives Detention Facility. Another letter from the lawyer of Lieutenant Colonel Royina Garma, Attorney Emerito Kilang, for the lifting of contempt order of Garma and her subsequent release from detention. Much as we want to decide on this request, we cannot because we do not have a quorum anymore. So we will defer this and consider this on our next committee hearing. Another letter from Colonel Edilberto D.C. Leonardo, the NAPOLCOM Commissioner, asking for a reconsideration and a letter of appeal to lift the contempt order by the committee. Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Chairman, just a manifestation in regards to the letter sent to us by a motion for reconsideration for Ms. Garma. Reading her letter, Mr. Chairman, it's all about, it's more on the medical side, of her medical side and the medical situation of her daughter. Now, Mr. Chairman, with this motion, Mr. Chairman, while we don't have a quorum, but I think it's as proper that we recommend to the medical service that Ms. Garma and her daughter will be allowed, no? Allowed to have their checkup outside of this facility, Mr. Chairman. But after the checkup, they should be again detained in this facility, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so we will direct the medical director of the House of Representatives to coordinate with the specialists from our government hospital, either in East Avenue or at the Heart Center, to conduct a medical checkup on Lieutenant Colonel Garma.
Mr. Chairman, with regards to the letter, the request of letter appeal to lift the contempt for Colonel Leonardo, again, while we don't have a quorum anymore, but I would just like to state, Mr. Chairman, that on paragraph 6, no, mali po itong allegation ni Colonel Leonardo because, let me read in toto, while Padilla and Garma acknowledged that they met each other, the specific date and location of their meeting were not established. For the information of everyone, it is on record that the location of that meeting was announced during the previous hearing, and even in today's hearing, that happens in the office of the CIDG, Mr. Chairman. So mali po to, yung number 6, Mr. Chairman. And to the request, Mr. Chairman, allow me to the request of Police Staff Sergeant Elisip to Obales Jr., Mr. Chairman, his request to be detained in the House of Representatives cannot be granted because I have talked to SAA, sa taas, Retired General Taas. Wala na pong lugar dito po sa House of Representatives. So, the detention order for him to be detained at Quezon City Jail, particularly in Station 6, malapit na po dito, I think it should be sustained, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, that's it.
Second.
No,
Meron akong invitation, brother.
no, that's not the motion. It's just for the record.
yeah.
Another letter that the chair has received is a letter, excuse letter from the Commission on Human Rights Chairman, Attorney Richard Palpal Latok, asking to be excused because he is going to attend the annual general meeting of the Asia Pacific Forum of the National Human Rights Institution in Bangkok. And another letter from Ms. Myla Roque, where she stated her reply to the show cause order we issued last committee hearing, and she attached several documents. One, medical abstract from Manila Doctors Hospital. The other one, wait, let me see. Medical abstract from Manila Doctors Hospital last August 10, 2023. And then another medical abstract from Makati Medical Center dated September 11, 2013. Another I don't know what this is, but it seems like it's a discharge instructions from my patient in the medical city, and Harmony, a letter from Harmony Thyroid Endocrinology and Diabetes Center in Singapore, where it states that the doctor by the name of Dr. Vikram Sonswahe is informing the committee that Ms. Myla Roque is currently managing the care of patient Myla Roque. And the doctor saw her last September 5, 2024 in his clinic in Singapore. And another doctor's certification of psychiatric consultation. And another prescription request and clinical referral from, what's this? Clinica Manila. Your Honors. So these are the medical records that the committee has asked over in the past two hearings that we had. And if the members have questions with respect to the submissions of Ms. Myla Roque, please inform the chair. So before we can rule on any request made by Ms. Myla Roque.
Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, since the last order for Ms. Myla Roque is a show cause order to attend, to explain why she cannot attend in today's hearing. And since we don't have a quorum, Mr. Chairman, I think it's just proper that we sustain the show cause order. And for the record, Mr. Chairman, the show cause order is not only referred to the present status of Ms. Myla Roque. It emanates from the statement and commitment by Mr. Harry Roque with regards to the two surgery. And it was stated by Mr. Harry Roque that it happens last year and this year. But in the medical certificate submitted by Ms. Myla Roque, the surgery happens last 2013. So again, there is a conflict of statements coming from the letter of Ms. Myla Roque and the statement that was made by Attorney Harry Roque during the previous hearing. So, Mr. Chairman, we should only sustain the show cause order that was issued to her, and we will tackle it in the next hearing, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Paduano.
And lastly, Mr. Chairman, before before I manifest with regards to other admin matters on the some are show cause orders and subpoena for those STECOM, which is listed in this document submitted by the COMSEC to this representation. Let me manifest, Mr. Chairman, that we defer discussion on this matter because as of now we don't have yet a quorum, so we'll just discuss this on the next hearing. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, my manifestation is before I will rather submit my closing remarks to the COMSEC for purposes of record because I know for the fact that this is now good morning, not good afternoon, not good evening. And lahat po tayo medyo pagod na rin. So I'd rather submit my closing remarks to the COMSEC, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you,
Mr. Chairman.
Paduano. Thank
Chair.
you. Yes, Congressman Fernandez.
Since we are going to deliver na yung mga closing remarks natin, ito na po yung katapusan ng ating pong hearing. And most likely other witnesses will not be longer be invited in the next hearing 2 weeks from now. But before I do with my 2 statements of closing remark, this representation would like to invite in the next hearing Attorney Aden Sigua of the Municipal Legal Officer of Bamban nung time ni Mayor Alice Guo, si Attorney Richard Chan, OIC ng Anti-Money Laundering Council, and also Attorney Eileen Paulette De Jesus, Chief Compliance Officer of China Bank, Attorney Federico P. Tangcoco, Chief Compliance Officer of BDO, Attorney Cynthia Santos, Chief Compliance Officer of Asia United Bank. This will be so helpful with our investigation, Mr. Chairman. And lastly, marami po salamat sa lahat. All those who are sleeping already, marami pa po tayo nakita kanina, Mr. Chairman, na nakapikit na po mga mata. And to those people, the resource persons that a while ago, kung nakikita niyo po na nagtataas po kami ng boses, pasensya na po kayo. Wala po kaming intention na awayin kayo. We just wanted to find out yung truthfulness ng mga sinasabi po ng ating mga resource persons. And I know that we've been here for already 13 hours and pagod na rin po tayo lahat. And sometimes yung physical body natin are giving in, but yung ating pong mental capacity to speak is more being aggravated by our feelings. So maraming po salamat sa inyo at I hope that we will be seeing each other again. Si Mr. Tony Yang nakapikit na, antok na, kawawa naman. Antok na po kayo. Yeah. So yun lamang po at Cassandra, pasensya ka na kung nagagamit tayo sa TikTok. Alam mo naman mga TikTokers ngayon, no? And medyo baka nakakaya kay ano pangalan na?
Bakit
si
si
Walden?
Cassandra? Kanina si Caro lang
Sasabihin
mo.
ko rin si Ronaldine Baterna. Ronaldine, dati nasigawan kita, no? Pasensya ka na. Pero at least nung nasigawan kita, di ba umamin ka naman, di ba? And you were able to give us so many information. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Stephanie, maraming rin salamat sa iyo kahit nabobolja ka ni Congressman Abante, no? And also to Alice Guo. I hope the truth will come out, no? I hope that if yung Father who created us all, no? Kung talaga nakita niya puso mo na malinis, then He will set you free. Pero kung makita niya na talagang you lied, in front of Him, then you will take the repercussion and the consequences. So, pasensya na po kayo. Yung apat na yun lamang po ang sasabihan ko. All others, hindi na po. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman, at magandang gabi po sa ating lahat.
Salamat ng
Mr.
marami,
Chairman.
Congressman Fernandez. Yes, Congressman Paduano.
Mr. Chairman, before we suspend, Mr. Chairman, we would like to greet Attorney Xie, inabutan ng birthday dito, COMSEC of the Committee on Good Government. Kindly approach the... Tumayo ka para mag-wave ka naman. Birthday mo ngayon. Happy birthday, Attorney Xie. And lastly, Mr. Chairman, there is a request from the PAOK that the contempt order and the second motion for the detention of Tony Yang for the city jail will be amended, and I have already asked Chairman Abante that instead of city jail, Tony Lim will be detained in the premises of the PAOK TF.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Honorable Chairpersons.
Do you agree, Chairman Benny?
I agree.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Paduano. And finally, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng ating mga resource persons. Doon po sa hindi nakapagsalita, salamat sa papanood. Doon sa mga next hearing ng Quadcom, you will still be invited. And thank you again to everybody. Good morning. Session or hearing is suspended.